Good time of the day, all creatures of various challenge ratings, and welcome to Kingdom of Aldana, where previously our famous, semi-famous, and completely unfamous group of adventurers, the Heroes Talents, have began dealing with the aftermath of their encounter with Kairos Meadows and the father of Zardos. They have traveled towards Northern Bay trying to find any traces of extraplanar activities or hidden cities. They didn't find much. All of their research, magical or mundane, has produced almost no information until Melora has interacted with nature and learned that there is a giant portal, or remains of a portal, right in the center of the bay where the city used to be. Zardos, meanwhile, has talked to his magical sword vampire waifu, the Blood Princess, who shared information that his family, or at least his siblings that possess the other blades, are currently in Shadowfell. And that sharing this information means that the other blades will share such information with the rest of Zardos' siblings, which may not end well. Later that night, Zardos has received a dream from his sister Xenobia, getting a letter from Kairos, his father, which he recited, that both expressed pride in the growth of Zardos, respect for the strength of his comrades, as well as the fact that Xenobia might have taken very harshly the fact that she was left behind. So the Heroes Talents have talked this over and decided to concentrate on dealing with Oko and Ceruleus first, seemingly a much more approachable and easy to kill targets, which means heading towards Fristmiddle. By the end of the session, you have reached Fristmiddle, although the travel went through some complicated terrain, and with Quintarne taking the brunt of the pain. But by the end of it, you have indeed reached the outskirts of Tor, or at least the non-dwarven structures that surround it. So, before we resume, Zardos, over the last 2 days of your travel, you have been growing accustomed to the newfound strength that has been granted upon you. It felt at times like it was waning, and at times like it was waxing, with you feeling in turns feverish and then hellishly cold. But by now it seems that you have understood how much effort you need to exert with your new strengths, and it seems that it is as permanent as you imagine it can be. Well, you are looking at the streets, at the mostly wooden buildings. There is right in front of you basically the first large tavern and coaching inn, with not complete. It's not completely filled up, but it does have quite a few coaches and horses standing in the stables. You see occasionally people walk in and out of it, so that one is working. It's still morning, and then you see this main street heading deeper until it hits a huge stone wall of actual Tor. Where would you like to go? What's your destination? Please don't turn around.
I don't want to turn around, but I would like to go back in time for a very small amount, and because I need a quick update on the calendar, because I think I sent Ruby Albert a message that basically said more tomorrow. So I think tomorrow should probably have contained something more. That sounds like an excellent idea.
Yeah.
We arrive here on the 28th, right?
29th.
Oh, okay.
It is 9. It is 10
Oh,
in the
yeah,
morning.
because we had to basically sleep for the last 5 miles, or
Yes.
ahead of the last. That's why I'd already put it in. And we left on the 27th? 26th? Down in...
26th, I think.
Okay, so that's when I would have sent that. Okay, then...
I think 26th you were hanging around the Narugunta Bay.
Okay. Heading north. Might want to keep an eye out for rumors about that region. That is 26. Okay. I shall send him this on the 27th, I guess. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then for the current situation, do you think we should buy stuff down here, or should we try and get up in there? I'm sure the dwarves probably have something that's of better material quality than whatever we can purchase out here.
They're probably specialized in it too, like
Yeah.
specialized shops.
I mean, I wouldn't say no to a warm meal first, but other than that, I think we should see what we can get on the inside if we can get there. But I do think I should change before that. No idea how complicated it is to get into Tor, but I think we're about to find out anyway. So.
Do we represent ourselves? I ask everyone. Do we represent ourselves as Ernstellans, or do we keep a low profile?
I don't think we're getting in there otherwise.
Yeah,
But
big.
issue is, it does likely send a message of some kind. You suddenly... Ceruleus has a bird or two here. They get wind of... we came to Tar. Maybe next thing, people in Fristwindur are warned about what's coming their way.
Have any of you been to Tor before?
I wanted 2 years ago, but...
Would I know anything about Tor in general?
Make a history check.
Yeah, like what do we know?
Right?
Oh, that's not bad.
So, you know that Thor has a very similar relationship to Aldana as Everesca, where they basically govern themselves and solve everything on their own, except they actually... There hasn't been wars with the dwarves, so the relationship is warmer, and there's an actual trait. A lot of... basically, like, almost all adamantium you're gonna find, all adamantium that's going into Nebo comes from Andes Mountains. It's very rich in various metals and gems. So some materials, some tools are dwarven produced and being shipped like that. Some metal is bought by this shanty town around Tor and is being processed by humans and other races living around it, which costs a lot less, but it's still pretty good quality. So, while Ironforge supplies southern Aldana with metal, Tor supplies northern Aldana and supplies everything unusual. As for politics and... well, let's start with the city itself. So, the shanty town around, well, not the shanty, the wooden town around it has almost no dwarves. Any dwarf living over here will be an exile, most likely. Every proper pure blood mountain dwarf lives within the mountains. And the deeper, the lower they live, the more influential, rich, and powerful the dwarven family is, with the governing clans living underground within the mountain itself. So if a dwarf lives like on the third floor, that's a very poor dwarf.
How many floors are they? Do we know how many floors are they?
It's not really dwarfs, it's not cities, like, it's not houses like Nebo on Krösnik, it's more like carved into the mountains. So it's more like terraces. Like the lower the terrace, the more expensive it is. And they're very stubborn, they're very, very conservative. Like, if a dwarf came up with a new method of processing something, it has to go through decades of tests before it is considered dwarven and proper. And they really, really don't like getting outside of their city much and interacting with people. So for this matter, the actual caravans, they don't go through the city. There is a ramp carved into the mountainside that carves the city in two, and which all the traders use. So they don't enter the city, but more like pass through it and above it. And because only poor people can allow to live on the top of the city, no respectable dwarves are actually disturbed by the passage of trading caravans. And most trade happens. There are like the dwarven representatives that go into the world outside. They usually like dress very, like full armored, or generally like hide themselves from the world outside. And say trade usually happens with families that have been trading with dwarves for generations. It's very hard to become like, oh, I'm gonna go trade with dwarves. You have to either offer something really important or have an achievement that will get you an audience with the dwarves. So making them your friend is a lot harder, like 10 times harder than making Blood your friend was.
Are the two cities somehow related?
Completely not at all. If you were to ask, the dwarves in Thor would consider the dwarves in Ironforge as like half dwarves. Not necessarily like they wouldn't consider them as with as much disgust as, for example, Trega and Melora have faced in Everesca from the soldiers, but they're not true-blooded dwarves. They're not like, if dwarf is rock and metal, then dwarves from Ironforge are like sand rock,
Okay, I have changed my sentiment. Let's just go into the mountains, guys.
But
it doesn't take much to get to the little border here, the ramp to, or is that just for merchants, kind of thing?
No, you'll have to pay basically like a small toll to get through the ramp, but it is accessible. The problem is actually interacting with the city itself. And if you want to look for supplies, then the city around Thor does have its own supplies. It's not as good as the Dwarven ones, obviously, but I mean, most merchants prepare in this wooden town around Thor.
So, our group funds are quite all right.
Yeah, so we can go for our shopping spree.
Oh, actually, no. Our bank account is very fine. But unless they have that Nebo thing that just came out a couple of years ago, when it usually takes decades for something to become established here, we can't really withdraw any money here.
Which means no ATMs.
Well, no ATM means
How much cash do you
we-
have?
I mean, the group funds or individually?
Let's
the
start with group funds.
The group funds has like 500 GP in it.
Anybody has anything on person?
I got 30 the biggest ones, I forgot their name. Then 181 gold, 22 electrum, 59 silver, 91 copper.
You have 300 gold, platinum, gold in platinum, 188 on top of it, another 500 basically, and some more random cash.
I'm just imagining like Trek is like taking out his old armor and is like zing 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 zing.
I got a bobby pin, chewed gum, and a butterfly.
So I think for anything magical that would actually help us here, we won't even have the money unless we can pay with the stone.
The dwarves aren't
I mean, I have
good
some
on
money
magic.
already. Sweet.
How much you got, Zardas?
It's a good amount.
Also, if we take one day, well, now that we have been here, we can grab a piece from here. Are there still like trees around here?
You'll have to go a bit.
But they're somewhere in the vicinity.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
So we
Like
could
a
go
couple
to-
kilometers away. Basically.
We could go to Kreuzung because we ordered money there and get our money
Yeah.
and come back.
The longest ATM trip ever.
It would
I'm
be
just gonna run to the nearest ATM. 600 miles.
It would be a very short trip. It would just cost us a lot of resources, and we'd probably stay a day here and go in the
It
morning.
would cost a lot of time.
One day. That's what it would cost.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go to Kreuzung with one teleport and go back here with another teleport.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean, but that's,
Oh, yeah,
that's
okay.
a lot of resources.
True.
And then we can't, emergency flee when we're in the middle of the mountains.
Yeah, when you're obviously attacked by somebody.
Yeah, that's when we can't flee.
What do
Because
you
we
guys
like to flee. That's why.
What do you guys want to buy? I'm thinking winter clothes, and I have actually a climbing kit.
If we're lucky, there's like a potion shop that has anything against the cold. We need anything that actually protects us from the cold, be it magical items or potions. That's probably our number one goal. If we manage to set out a couple of people with that, I think we're good, because then we can fly to the ends of the earth. But flying without any cold protection is probably gonna be.
Thor
One
has
time.
cold protection, it's called warm clothes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably not enough. But we're certainly buying those too.
Well, I mean,
So are we taking an ATM trip? I'm all for it, honestly. I think we could use the money.
How about we
And
first
being able to
visit
spend.
the city and then decide if we need cash or not? Because if there's nothing like expensive to buy there, then there's no point in traveling to the ATM.
It's a fucking dwarven city. We're gonna be fucking swimming in the expensive stuff here.
Well,
it's
we're
not a
not.
dwarven
Town
city.
outside, it's a
You're
town
currently in the
outside.
town outside.
We're in
Yeah.
the
I mean towards
the
that.
wooden shacks.
I mean, we can take a look around here first and ask around here first to get an idea. But
We could ask also for what dangers are up ahead, other than the cold, of course, and falling down.
you know what we're
No.
gonna hear? You're fucking idiots, and you're already dead if you're trying to go through the mountains this time of year. This is what we are going to hear.
Yeah, but then they won't have any problem giving advice to walking corpses.
Yeah. Let's just ask around, huh? Let's see what we can find here.
Alright.
So,
It's
So-
so right?
I think this is a good time. I mentioned once again that really large coaching inn that is right in front of you.
Yeah,
It has like a huge sign. It's basically like a bunch of rocks and a guy sitting on them happily with a ton of something.
Okay.
Just saying, it's there.
Yeah, we're going there. It's okay. We're asking, what are we interested in? We want to know
Dangers, shops.
dangerous shops. Especially, we need stuff for the cold. Is there any magical trade out here? Probably not. But we can ask. What else do we care about?
Also things in Tor itself, like shops in Tor.
If they know, yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows what they know out here?
Very professional guides who can give us tips. I don't know.
No, we don't want a guide. We don't need that.
No, we're not taking him. We're just taking tips from him.
Yeah, that's basically like asking about
Oh,
dangers, right?
you're planning to go into mountains without a guide.
We're
Well, I
trying-
have no idea.
Really?
I have no idea why I prepared mounts. I mean, you're gonna die immediately. Yeah, so much.
We don't want to kill a guy. We don't want to kill an NPC for no reason. Plus, probably no one's gonna accept going to the mountain right now.
I mean, if you want to go into the mountains without a guide, you better buy a GPS or something.
Have you heard of the Melora 2000? I hear it finds north very well.
Well, I'm not sure how Milo 2000 works in Snowstorm, but sure.
It works perfectly because we just hunker down, and then after the snowstorm is through, we fly up.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna work in like a month, because Snowstorm is 95 of the weather.
I mean, how high are these mountains?
They are pretty high, like 6
Because
kilometer high.
2 kilometers high.
Oh, he's making
Six.
Six
No, it's basically like
high?
right now you're the small mountains, which is like starting like hills, and like 300, 400, 500, and then okay, I actually did it. So let me show you. All right.
So there's like
So-
one tall mountain in there.
No.
I see one.
Oh,
No.
cool.
No. So there's a store, right? And basically the mountains around it are like 7, 150, 15, 1,500 meters tall. And it's pretty easy to navigate. No, you're not gonna be have trouble with the height. It's gonna get coldy, but it's okay.
Can you
Now
can
this,
you repeat
yeah,
how tall they are? Because you're saying 7 and then
7 to 1,500 meters,
Ah, okay. 7
multiplied by 3 for feet.
Okay, yeah.
And then this is the problem. This is where basically like, I mean, it's no Mountain Everest, but like these mountains are 4 to 6 kilometers tall. And tourists here, like, despite having to go through this place, because this is one pass where you actually can like go at 3 to 4 kilometer height instead of going around the mountain. No. Plus, you know, another location on the map that you don't know about, but that exists.
Maybe we should just go through Moria.
Yeah, I'm considering that too.
Sure. I mean,
Balrog.
Oh god. No.
Sure, let's go another dark adventure.
Okay, yeah, let's just head into that inn and see what kind of people we find, what kind of information we get out of asking around for the topics we mentioned.
Sure. So, yeah, going inside. Nice. Yeah. You open the door. Start going inside. It's warm. It's really warm inside, like hot. You see a huge stove being stoked.
Like, you'd
Yeah.
still been stoved.
Yeah. Quite a lot of people inside, like they look up as you're entering, but don't pay much attention. Except that's where the problem starts. As you, Zardas, like walk behind the friends and lift your leg to cross the threshold of the building, you freeze up. You're like, take a step back.
Only him?
Only
All
him.
pass?
Oh no, fucking
Anti-fiend
vampires.
magic?
No, fucking vampires can't enter any household if they aren't invited first.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You didn't know that! You didn't know that!
I
just
didn't
see-
know that either.
Yeah, you just see your friend struggling at getting through the door.
This place is kind of weird. I don't know.
And
what's the problem?
What's happening?
For some reason I can't walk in.
are you talking with the door open?
Yeah,
I think for a second, yeah.
we're waiting for Zarus to come in. I'm like, Zarus, what's...
Because basically, like,
Totally,
at this point, as you're bringing in a lot of cold wind and snow into the tavern, the guy behind the desk goes like, "Hey, are you gonna stand with the door open for long? Come on inside! Close it!" And then Xanders, you like almost fall inside as you've been pressing against the door.
That was...
We close the door.
Yeah,
I would like to ask you, by the way, out of character, to remember about this in case I forget it.
Okay, yeah, it's fun, yeah.
yeah, that's awesome.
But basically, yeah. Well, we'll have to figure it out. I'll try to remember it for a while, but I might forget it accidentally, so please remind me. But you are all inside, like, some of the people can, like, look at you like, what's wrong with those people? And I look like at how you're dressed, like dragon in armor, and some of you are really, really, well, most of you, well, all of you are very lightly dressed. And people are like, seriously? And then I go back to their drinking. Because everyone here, like, I see they're not necessarily currently wearing the coats, but everybody has like a huge coat hanging on their chair.
Let's take a look around. See, Malada, it would be good if you could maybe point me in the right direction. Well, looks like they're the most experienced around here.
Wait, don't we
Someone
want to
who's
grab a table
talkative.
first?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah,
Are we just gonna
get a table.
crush someone's table? Like, 5 people sit down at his table? Let's eat first.
Sure. I'm down for something warm.
The innkeeper might be able to help us.
I mean, that's part of the job description. Like, 50% is running the inn, 50% is providing information for adventurers.
Mm.
Definitely. So these are dwarves. Oh no.
These aren't dwarves. We're outside.
No, they.
Oh right, they're not dwarves.
They are not.
I
a
just
single dwarf
imagine-
kind.
Yeah, I imagine Dan's voice as a dwarf, like the Hearthstone dwarf, like, come in, sit a while and listen. What was it, a human?
Upon second consideration, we're not
Yeah.
going too far.
It does look like human. Yeah, please be careful, my. Yeah.
Tonation. Okay, yeah, we sit down at the table. And we wait for the barman or barmaid,
Well,
waiter.
it does look like it's self-service, so.
Oh, there's a buffet.
Oh, it's not a buffet, but they have to go up to the bar and order, you know.
Just like Starbucks.
Yeah, I guess.
What do you guys want? I'll go order.
Whatever's warm and fresh.
Yeah, that's a good way to start.
I'm pointing in Belora and Leos to get their
Same.
Oh, No.
I guess do if they have it.
So 3 whatever is warm and fresh, and 1 stew. Got it. And that's Russian. Yeah, I go up to the to order.
No. I see the barman as his usual cliche for people. His occupation is like currently half occupying himself by cleaning up the desk, half like cleaning up the tankards. Like currently, the one unusual thing you're seeing is that he not only has the usual wooden cups, but he has quite a few large metal tankards and even a few glass ones. And the glass ones are really unusual. They must cost quite a bit.
Glass tankards?
Glass. Yeah. Well,
like modern ones, like
yeah,
what
yeah,
we
yeah,
drink
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Is there a menu there, like hung up on the wall or something, or is there?
No.
No. Okay.
I mean, to be fair, the tavern didn't even have like the sign didn't have any writing on it.
It had a statue, but yeah.
Well, not a statue; it was just like drawn on it. But...
Good morning.
Morning.
Can I order something?
Yeah.
What do you have that's like hot and fresh?
Well.
And do you have stew?
Stew's gonna be in the evening. So if you stay around, we'll have stew about from 5 to 7. Come in and have supper. I missed breakfast a little bit. I could ask my wife to make sausage, eggs, bacon.
Sounds good. I'll take 5 of those. And what kind of drink do you drink up here?
Wow. I'm not gonna boast that we're serving the best ale dwarves keep for themselves, but we have the best ales they sell. So, we'll have some dwarven drafts. That's why we keep the glass tankards for. But it's morning, so I suggest just start with something local.
Yeah, I think it's too heavy to start with dwarven stuff in the morning.
Bring me the strongest stuff.
Do you actually say that?
I do.
Well,
I
you
do.
probably did. Yeah? Okay.
Well, suit yourselves.
2 of your strongest ones and 3 of your mellow ones, let's say. Morning suitable alcohol.
He kind of like leans a little bit and shouts to you at the table. So, the ones who have the hair on the chest want the dwarven stuff. Do we want just the heavy stuff, or do we want really dwarven stuff?
Really dwarven stuff.
Yep, give it to me.
It's gonna hurt. Literally gonna hurt you.
I'm down to try.
I just warned you!
Yeah.
Alright, sit down for a moment, I'll go grab a keg. I'll call you up when your beer's ready, then your eggs should be ready in another 10-15 minutes, so wait a little bit. And, well, you look like a newcomer, so welcome to Tor!
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm immune to alcohol still, guys.
Wait, what? How are you immune to
Forgot
alcohol?
about that.
Well, you're
Wild
immune to
red.
alcohol. This is dwarven ale. Let's see.
This is alcohol.
It's chloroform. What is it?
Alright, so yeah, like you sit down, you wait around like 2 minutes, you see as the innkeeper like quickly gets normal. I guess he actually gets normal metal tankards, fills them in with ale from like the keg he has on the stand, and he goes back inside and brings out like small metal keg, about like 5-liter one compared to the big ones, and takes out the 2 glass tankards put them on the table like very carefully and fill them up. Fill them up. Beer's ready!
Sure.
Also, that's gonna be like...
I'm guessing also I can't eat with my armor on, so I'm gonna take it off.
It's gonna be uncomfortable, so you should. But let's say a silver for normal one, 2 silver for the true dwarven one.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay,
Yep.
I'll take off 7 silver. How much for breakfast? Like in general? The ales are 7, the breakfast is...
the breakfast is gonna be like 3 silver each. So
3
15
silver.
silver. 15
50,
plus 7.
7 plus...
22.
Yeah,
2 gold,
okay,
2
I'll
silver.
take it off.
You get up your beer. Go back on the table. Are you gonna drink it?
Yep.
That sounds, that looks really...
Looks good.
really-
I'll give it a try.
Take it in.
So, those of you drinking the local one, it's good. It's good. It's unusual. It's a bit stronger than what you're used to. But it's good. It's good. The two of you, I need both of you to make a Constitution saving throw. Even you are this, yes.
I disagree with this ruling.
Alcohol is not poison.
You'll find out in a moment. Alright.
Nice rolls. He's gonna roll a attack roll of the ale.
Gonna crit on our kidneys.
It's strong. Like whiskey strong. But more importantly, as it goes down your throat, while you are less... You feel the alcohol, you feel it burn. It doesn't go into your head. And then you feel it burn. And you put it down. And you go... But you start to take, well, 1 point of poison damage, and you are to take also 1 point of poison damage.
Oh, this is Melora's life here.
Drink us under the
His
table.
I mean-
resistance doesn't help. Yeah.
I guess your way of getting into Thor is buying a keg of this, giving it to Melora, having her go to the gate and just drink the whole keg. And then she's gonna be brought into the city as a dwarven hero.
I
I'm
got
down.
us in Ivareska.
Like,
I got
end
us
of the
in
day,
Tor.
Melora has outdrank the dwarven high king and she's the high queen of Thor now.
Yes, please.
Alright,
I was,
yeah.
I was actually
But
thinking of that, challenging a dwarf
like,
to drink
after
off.
trying
while
that,
immune.
after trying those dwarven ale, you understand that. I mean, it's nothing for you, but there was a reason the bartender, the innkeeper, has warned you that it's gonna hurt because it hurts.
You should try this, Trego. This is fun. It burns though, but it's fun.
It's good.
I'll take. I will. I'll take a small sip just to taste. I want the taste of it.
Yeah.
So a small sip. I'm not chugging it down.
Yeah, you don't need in that case to make a con save, but like you feel it fizzle on your tongue and you feel like this slight acidic aftertaste.
Sweet, bitter.
Sour.
Okay. It hurts. It tastes like hurt.
It's like pain.
It doesn't taste like pain, it tastes like paint dissolver. Paint thinner, that's what it's called. Yeah. It's called acetone or something.
That's it done. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we're having our meal and then we'll
Yeah, like 10 minutes later, you
start
go pick
asking
up
some
your
questions.
plates.
mean, when he comes to clear our plates or whatever, I guess, right? Or if he's asking for refills, we can ask him.
I mean, up to you. Just, like, we can say that you spend, I don't know, like half an hour calmly eating without any hurry. It's fresh, it's nothing special, but it's fresh. At least it's just been cooked. So. Then, like, all together, or one of you goes to talk? Are you talking to the innkeeper, or?
We'll start off with him.
Yeah, sure, okay.
Do you mind if we ask you a couple of questions?
Yeah, go for it. It's not rush hour, man. All ears.
Well, since we're new, we're sort of looking to buy a little more weather-appropriate gear. You know a good place for that around here?
Yeah, no, that's not gonna be a problem. Well, a few places I can recommend. Depends on where you're going and how heavy duty you want.
The heaviest duty.
Oh, kind of gives you a look. I imagine you have some money on you. Well, if you want to go for quality, I'd tell go for the Northern Wind Expeditionary Company. They run major trade with Frittendur, so they are pretty much responsible for supplying the caravans. They have the stuff that gets you North Wind Expeditionary Company. So they have the stuff that gets you through the pass. Heavy clothes, snow, steps, climbing gear, skis if you need them, sleds, whatever you want. It's a bit on the expensive side, but...
Boys, we're buying a sled and then we have the army pull us.
It's a bit on the more expensive side, but they have reputation, so it's quality and it's new gear.
If someone were to be able to get into Thor itself, the gear in there would be even better.
Do they even have gear for humans? Like our size?
Well, from what I hear, dwarves have some metals that somehow, don't ask me how, keep cold better than furs and thick coats.
Keep warm, you mean?
Yeah. But yeah, it's rumors. I mean, I've seen dwarven warriors go around in armor. They still have coats underneath it, but so maybe. But frankly, I mean, we like getting the door. If you really want it, talk to the guys at Northwind. They might buy it for you, but that shit must be expensive. Okay. Never saw anyone wear it. Well, so one guy, I guess.
Do dwarves pass by here when they go down south?
I don't really like going down south. They go into city to trade. A little bit. Usually it's folks from the companies who go into the gates. I mean, I've seen a couple of them, but they are usually outsiders.
What do you mean you saw one person who wore it?
I saw a dwarf wearing... it must have been that kind of armor. I mean, he wasn't dressed warm enough for this weather, but he seemed fine, so it's just a guess. Just a guess.
And what kind of dangers do you hear about when, I assume, the caravans travels, not this time of year, of course, but when they travel back and forth, what kind of dangers are usually to be expected?
Well, aside from cold and wind, it's decent in the summer. Usually most beasts keep away from the caravans, especially large ones. But, well, there's a bird. There's a bloody bird. Although admittedly it hasn't destroyed any caravans in a long time. So I'm gonna say it's usually either attacks by Yeti. They usually attack in the night, especially if you don't keep the campfire. So keep the campfire. And if you are a bit loud, careless, or got off the trail, then folks usually get attacked by frost giants. And by dangerous, I mean in both of those cases, it's abandon the goods and just escape.
You said bird at the beginning?
Yeah.
Just a bird?
It's the bird.
There's only one.
He has a name?
Well, we haven't given it a name. Usually it's called the Bloody Bird. Had a guy pass through a decade ago, a scholar. He said it's called the Rock. No idea how it's spelled, but apparently it's a rock.
Have I heard of it?
Like history check. I mean, once again, it doesn't usually attack the caravans, but it's a bird that hunts the giants. So it's a big bird.
Interesting.
Yeah. I heard rumors. I heard people say they were likely to go on a clear day, and they were going through the pass, and they saw the shadow in the sky, and they saw it. Obviously stopped, they hid under an outcrop, and they say the bloody bird was carrying a mammoth. Like a whole mammoth. Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah. You know what a mammoth is?
I don't know. Does Trigger know what a mammoth is?
I'll make another history check.
Nope. Is it a giant pig?
Oh, where do you come from?
No way. And when people come here around,
You can just ignore his question.
Well, what did he ask? I thought he said pretty normal.
He said, "Where do you come from?"
Oh, we come from Kritsu.
Oh, no, south. Well, how do I describe? Well, imagine a pig. Yeah, sure, let's go with a pig. But it's about as tall as my inn. It's not covered in hair, like really long hair. And instead of like, a big nose, it has like a really long nose. Like really long. And like a boar, it has like tusks. They're like curved.
Oh, the North sounds like a lot of fun.
They don't touch you if you don't touch them. They actually feed on, I think, like grass and trees or something. They're gonna kill you if you try to hunt them, but they don't touch you if you don't touch them. So, good thing they exist. Make sure the bird hunts them instead of us.
Yeah. Is there by chance any trade of the... I'm just gonna flick my fingers and make a couple of sparks appear in the hand. Of that variety around here?
Oh, no.
Maybe inside?
Your guess is as good as mine. From what I know, the dwarves... I've never seen a dwarven visit. I mean, I have never seen a wizard, but...
I've seen a dwarven wizard.
Yeah, we've
One.
seen some.
I mean, to be fair, the one you saw was not a mountain dwarf, he was a hill dwarf.
We don't know the difference. We're not culturally
Sure,
sensitive.
Sure.
They look the same, all of them.
Yes, exactly.
Well, once again, if you want something special, your best bet is going to ask those guys in the company. They have their trade deals. I just buy ale. If you want ale, I can get a good ale.
And where does... I mean, it's summer when people come here. Where do people go to find a guide? To guide through the mountains?
Well, I mean, usually folks travel in caravans, so one of the expeditionary companies, they wait until they get a big enough group. They have their own guards, they have their own guides, and they travel together. There are people that work now privately. It's gonna be cheaper, I suppose, but
Not
Well,
the same
I-
quality, I presume.
some of them are good, I have to admit. Not necessarily the most honest. I mean, like for you,
Anyone-
looking at you, you don't need guards, I imagine. But
Anyone specifically you trust? Is a patron of this place, maybe?
I mean, I could tell you, but what's the point? It's still
Well, we're
what's
planning
now
on,
December, January, February, March. It's still three
yeah,
and
we're
a half
planning in
months.
like a half a year. Yeah, in half a year coming back here, but just to know.
I mean, sure, it's just that people usually don't stay in this line of business for long, so don't rely on anybody still being here in half a year.
Okay, we were thinking it might be good to plan ahead, but in that case, maybe we're a little too early. Case.
I mean, well, I guess we could go ask if they're gonna be around. That's not the problem. What's gonna be good? What's gonna be good? What's your budget? Approximately. 50 gold, 100 gold.
Yeah, let's just call our budget somewhat large. Definitely larger than 100 gold.
Oh. Well. A really guy I'd recommend, but I haven't seen him around for a month, I think. Yeah, I haven't seen him around lately. It was good. Then who I saw, I think he's around. That one is too. There is there was one guy. He's good. He knows his pass. He's okay as a fighter. Wolfric. Wolfric is his name. Wolfric the Pathfinder, we call him. But he's a bit rough about the edges. He comes from Fristander. So, he's loud. But he's good.
We love rough around the edges.
Well, then there's another guy, Nelf.
That's okay. We don't need to know.
No, wait,
Sure.
what's his name? No, yeah, what's his name? Or her name?
It's a him. A guy known by the name of Surta.
Sorta?
Surta, yeah. He has his own sled with the dogs. So he's not much of a fighter, but he is more about like swift deliveries.
Okay. Yeah, thanks. We'll ask around. Thank you.
I definitely saw Wolfric, I think a week ago. Haven't seen Surta, but he doesn't really visit this kind of establishments often, so ask around.
Yeah, sure. I think let's take a look at that north wind place. Garden
Yeah,
wind
definitely.
place.
No, just follow the main road. They have their warehouse basically right next to the main gates. They have the best spot. So you're not gonna miss it.
Yeah. Let's head there.
And remember, stood 5.
What? Stood 5?
Stew at 5.
Ah, stew at 5. Okay.
You have received a side quest. Stew at 5.
We go to the north face place.
North wind. North face. That's a stupid name. Who comes up with that kind of name?
Who does that?
Yeah. I mean, the name's... I mean, who'd come up with that name? It's sort of stupid. Alright. Yeah, so you go down the main street. You see occasionally folks, but most people try to just run quickly from one building to another and not stick outside for long times. Until you do get to a pretty big building. Looks taller than like a one-story inn, but not by much. Has a set of large wooden gates facing this main street, and a smaller door, well, normal-sized door to the side. There, above the door, there's another sign that basically has like 3 blue lines, like this. Yeah.
I'll knock. And then just not really waiting, waltz on in.
I wasn't saying there's like a chink of a bell. Walk inside. It's colder than the inn, quite colder. Like in the inn, you could have taken off your coat and be completely comfortable. Here, it's like +10 or something. Not extremely well illuminated. You see a couple large, like heavy-duty sleds, cocooned, or not cocooned, like mothballed for the winter, deeper in the building. You see that like half of it is basically a warehouse where there's a space for those sleds. And in the back you see bundles and crates and barrels, once again like covered with tarp and mothballed for the winter. And to your side, across from the door, you see like a wooden partitioned cubicles. Well, not cubicles, but more like hut, not hut, like another room basically. And you see like one of those doors opening, and a younger man, maybe like 25 to 30, in like third west scruff chin, walking towards you. Good day, sirs. I'm gonna help you.
Good day.
Is able to enter, by the way?
Yeah, I was about to say, was there any trouble?
Yeah, no, you can't.
Yeah, let me just hang out here for a sec.
It's cold.
Nah.
I'm just gonna sort of like, as I'm walking up to the other guy, I'm looking back at Sardos standing in the open door, and I'm very confused, so I'm not gonna say anything. See if the other guy maybe says something.
No, like if the 4 of you pass through and Zardos like stands there, like the door slowly starts to close. Poof.
I'm focused on the guy, so I probably didn't notice.
Zardos, you want to come in too?
Well, I just don't like just walking into places without, being asked.
But it's a store.
Just feels weird, It doesn't seem right just to walk in unannounced, unwelcome.
It's a store. You're welcome to come in at any time, except we're for closing hours, I guess. But still,
Everything alright? Your friend gonna come in?
Not
So
sure.
if it's okay with you, sure.
Of course, come in. Come inside.
This is gonna be annoying as fuck.
this is awesome.
Well, don't make deal strange blood-sucking creatures. Good, like, big lady didn't wake up one day, walk outside of the inn and burn to ash.
But it's a
Like,
store.
imagine I'm like, you wake up in the morning in the lemon's tiny hut. Ours walks outside, clears up snow with a fireball, and suddenly Zarda starts burning.
That'll be fun. Looking forward to that
boy.
day.
That's what darkness is for.
But for today, I'm gonna keep Melora's line, but it's a store. I don't know, I like this so much. Okay. We are looking to purchase whatever, basically the heaviest duty gear for the mountains is.
Yeah, no problem. For the 5 of you?
Yes.
No. So, you want clothes, 5 sets, heavy. Do you need other equipment?
What other equipment do you have that's usually recommended or even just optional?
Snowshoes or something.
Yeah, snowshoes are a good idea. I mean, you really shouldn't need it if you're following the path, but having some climbing gear is advisable. Plus, are you traveling with a sled or?
Unlikely.
Alright, well, unless you have them, it's good to have insulated tents. I'll have those.
Oh, we have that.
Alright,
Okay.
good. We have what else can I sell you?
We hear this company here has the best connection to the dwarves inside. Right?
Yes, yes,
Around
yes.
here?
Yeah.
Maybe any heavy-duty dwarven equipment that could be ordered through you?
Oh, I need to ask, but it's gonna be expensive.
We're fine with expenses.
Wait, how expensive? I kind of put a hand on it.
He already
How,
has his hand
how
inside the
expensive
bag.
are we talking about?
I'm gonna go ask.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay.
We can wait
Well-
a minute.
While he goes asking,
Yeah.
I'm gonna hug Melora. I mean, I took off my armor when I came in the store, and then I'm gonna put my cold hands here on her neck.
She's gonna squeak. Cold. She's playfully smacking his hand.
That's adorable.
What?
Do they have any more?
It makes me sick.
Walk away.
Sardos, did we buy any more of that dwarven ale to bring with us? I could use some. No.
Thought about that, but no.
Also, what's up with the doors? Is this some kind of elaborate prank?
What? No, just something. It's the polite thing to do. Just trying something new.
Out of character? DM does maybe like the second time, maybe this triggers something someone might have heard in a story, a children's story some time ago.
Make a history check.
Oh yes, I'm great at these. Let's go. Excellent.
He is being unnecessarily complicated.
Yeah.
Just part of our upbringing. Father was very strict about things like this.
Pretty sure you didn't ask when you first came to Taubamui. I don't remember how it's pronounced. Fucking elfin
I think
names.
I heard about this. I think it's called, like, people are like after a trauma or something. I think it's called obsessive compulsion disorder or something like that.
Out of character, I want to slap you.
Yeah, it's like obsessive compulsive disorder.
I'm saying it on purposely wrong.
I'm making a terrible pun on purpose.
Okay. I hope this guy comes back soon.
Yeah, no, it's not him. Like, there's another older man comes out. Good day. I hear you wanted to inquire about some improved equipment.
Yeah, and the price tag that might come along with it. Yes.
Well, how many are you interested in?
These 5 here.
We could provide you with 5 sets of dwarven armor. It is resistant to cold weather. It should come about 500 gold a piece. And between the 5 of you take... It should be ready by a new season.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Since it's basically gonna be tailor-made to each person, likely, right?
We definitely will have to provide them with your measurements, because none of you are quite fitting for the dwarven sizes.
Yeah, makes sense. Unfortunately, that one out.
Well,
You know of, since your connection here is the best, if the dwarves inside have any stars of the magical sort. Sort of snip my fingers to smoke out the flame.
I think out of character. I think he just offered you cold resistance armor. That's magic, isn't it?
I'm aware.
not cold resistance armor, but cold weather resistant armor.
Cold. Oh, there's a difference. Okay.
Yeah.
The other one is.
I'm not gonna sell you cold resistant armor for 500 gold.
No one can. No one. I mean, who? I think 2 of us can't even wear it. So.
I mean, you can wear it. You're just gonna move even slower.
We can't even. I can't cast spells anymore.
Yeah.
That's not an option. I'm not putting
Well,
that on.
I'm afraid I have never heard about dwarves offering any enchanted or magical items.
Okay. In that case, just 5 sets of the regular heaviest duty stuff you have around that could be purchased soonish.
Also,
Or now.
I think
take a
we
look
can
at that.
find somebody in your size. That should not be a problem. Anything else you wanted?
yeah, you said something about climbing, right? Like kits.
It is usually advisable to have, usually it's advisable to have as many as there are people, just in case. After all, avalanches happen. But having at least 2 or 3 for all of you should suffice for most situations.
Does it look comparable? Is it visible? Can I look at it?
Yeah, sure, not a problem.
And is it comparable to what I have currently?
It's slightly different. Basically, it also has like spiked, not shoes, but like attachments to the shoes.
Yeah, clampers. I
And
think they're called.
the climbing axes are slightly different shape.
Any shovels or small shovels? I'm thinking about avalanches.
If you want to buy a shovel, yes, we can sell you a shovel.
Not the big ones.
We do have the best equipment. We have Dwarven-made collapsible shovels.
How big?
It's basically like from a full-size shovel collapsed in about like half-sized shovel.
Manageable. Okay. How much for that? For the shovel and for the climbing kit.
Alright, so each
the
set
fifth.
of clothes will cost you 5 gold per person, so 25 total.
I'm retracting that.
The shovel is 4 gold, because it's collapsible. You can buy a normal one for 2 gold. And the climber's kit is 25 gold for each person.
Okay.
Do you want snowshoes?
How much for that?
That's gonna be like 5 silver per person. It
can
also
manage it,
might
right?
be advisable.
Another 2.5.
Does every single one of you has a water skin?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna freeze over, right?
It's definitely gonna freeze over. There's not much you can do unless you put alcohol into it.
But we do
Or-
have the endless decanter.
Or we have the bag of holding, where I'm pretty sure the cold will.
Yeah.
Or we have fire spells.
Well, basically, like normally you'd have to like go to a campfire, melt some snow, put that in the water skin, wait until it freezes.
Mhm.
I mean, if you put to be fair, if you put a water skin under your coat, it's not gonna be very comfortable, but it's gonna stay warm from your body. So it's more about.
Keep you warm too.
I forgot you had a decanter, but like if you wanted to buy a second one, it might have been a good idea to have more than one water skin. And you don't want tents. Do you want to buy not normal sleeping bags, but like snow sleeping bags?
The hut's gonna be comfortable inside anyway.
How much for the snow resistant, cold resistant sleeping? And do they need attunement?
They are 3 times as resistant as normal sleeping bags, and they do not require attunement.
What's the price again?
Let's see.
I'm imagining Dan going on Amazon comparing the dollars to gold pieces and
How did you know?
That's a
There's
good image.
one good reason why we should get them. If we actually head out there and in case we get separated and you're not with me to come into the hut, you would be fucked.
You're not wrong. I think
you're not wrong.
we can
But in
buy a
that case,
tent
we
for
should
that
buy
location.
tents.
Yeah. What does a tent cost?
Wait a second.
Can we fit all this in the?
It's
in
called a
the-
bedrock. Okay.
bedrock?
Yeah, basically 2 gold for an insulated bedrock.
Okay, another
Like-
10.
Basically, it's good enough so that if you build an igloo and a small campfire and you sleep huddled in this sleeping bag in that igloo, you'll be fine up to like -20. Or if you substitute an igloo with a tent. If it goes below that, you might start being in trouble.
What the
What's the weather like up there now?
what's the tent cost? And how many people does it fit?
Alright, so 2-person tent is gonna be 5 gold.
Okay, we'll buy two-person tents, I guess.
Wait, 2-person tents, 5 gold?
Yeah. Two.
They are, however, pretty heavy. Like each of these tents weight like 30 pounds.
The bag of holding will carry it.
That's 10 kilos for a tent?
And
Right.
sorry, I forgot the price again.
About 15
Five-
kilos. Yeah.
5 gold for each tent, or what was it?
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
Five-
Yeah, 5 gold for. I wrote it down in Discord, but 15 kilos for a tent? That's
Insane, yeah.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Well, imagine that it's a tent made like normal tents are made of like thick cloth. This tent is actually made from multi-layered cloth.
And probably some leather in there as well. Right?
And yeah, like an outside is like treated cloth to make sure it withstands. It's half water resistant, waterproof.
Probably like leather, maybe.
If you set it up normally, and like you're not in a snowstorm, but like in a snowfall, it will like cover with snow, and you'll have an igloo.
Well, that's just in case we get separated. Can the bag of holding hold all of that?
Probably.
Also check. Well, no, I mean you don't need it. You have magic for that. I was just gonna say like check. You have at least one tinderbox, like one canteen, like because
we have all that.
actually, yeah. Speaking about food, do you have means of preparing food, or at least warming up food? And do you need to buy rations?
We're taking
I mean,
shirts.
I could do good
I don't know.
berry.
I don't know if we want to put both tents in the bag of holding. Kind of
we
defeats the
have-
purpose of being separated.
No, I'll carry one, but ours can carry the other one with in the bag of holding.
We have
Yeah, that's good.
prestidigitation to make food warm, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We do.
But
berries,
precipitation cannot, for example, boil water, right?
It can't
Can
boil
heat.
water. No. It can. I think it. Let me check the word.
I mean, at
No,
least
I don't
one of
think
you
that-
should have had a canteen
Yeah.
in your original
Tender.
pack. So basically,
Yeah.
like if you want to make some tea or boil some water, that should be enough. Because starting a campfire will be a problem for you because there's nothing to set fire to.
Yeah, everything's wet there, and
I mean, we don't need
Depends
it.
where you go.
If we have the hut, we
We
don't
need-
need campfires.
against Yeti.
Not for worms. Like I'm saying, like
What-
only in case you want to make some tea.
What are Yetis gonna do to the hut, my friend?
Dispel it.
Okay, we find that Yeti, I'm gonna be fucking scared. But until they do that, we're okay.
Yeti casters.
Yeah, I'm just imagining you like an energy comes by and like starts gnawing on it and it's like not getting through, and I was like comes by and like, ha! What you gonna do? Yeti part, and there's like a huge Yeti. Dispel, motherfucker.
What a curveball.
Counter spell. Yeah, that would be a counter.
But you cannot counterspell because your counterspell cannot go through the hut.
This spell magic is outside of the hut.
It's working on the hut. Yes.
Okay, I'm not sure that I would. Who cares? Well, it's not. It won't happen, so we'll be good.
Sure.
I swear, the fucking Yeti, I'm gonna fucking burn his ass if he does.
Well, look, this is a strange world. There might have been a Yeti that was different from his friends, and he wanted to be a wizard.
Yeah.
And
Did we buy that climber's kit, by the way?
I mean,
Did you
We
buy
need
another
that.
one? Or...
yes, for me, yeah, because it's
Okay.
it's different from what I have, so
Okay,
I'd rather be on the
so-
safe side.
In that case, we spent 76.5 gold in total so far. I
Wait,
think.
we only bought one shovel?
Why would we need more than one shovel?
because nobody except for you is gonna shovel.
Listen, dude, have you
I mean,
met
yeah,
us?
like let's face
No.
it, like Avalanche, I'm the only one who gets out at the end.
Zadis has
I'm
a
the one who
chance.
flies
Yeah,
straight
I can
up.
help out with it.
Like, to be
Turn
fair,
into a mole.
and for example, Leos will make a lot more porongas with Big Beast Hand, for example.
So yeah.
It's like biggest snow shovel ever.
Wait until I make a fucking giant snowball with telekinesis and I throw it at you.
Oh,
I mean, if you're gonna throw a 500-pound snowball at him, that's gonna be a lot of damage.
hard work pays off.
Oh, this is somehow pretty good. Okay.
Okay, I'm
So-
gonna carry all my stuff on me. So the shovel, the clothes, of course, the climber's kit, the snowshoes, the bedroll and the tent because I don't want Millar to carry anything.
By now you are. You can carry like one of those if you want to carry the tent, and you're gonna be fully decked out in volume you can carry.
Again, I can carry.
You can carry one bedroll, one tent, one shovel, and that's.
I mean, I'm wearing the snowshoes and the clothes on
yeah,
me.
yeah. But like that tent is taking up most of your back, so.
Oh, so I can't carry the bedroll.
You can carry a tent and a bedroll. One,
okay.
only
Basically,
one.
just after that set, you're full, is what he's trying to tell you. So,
yeah.
So I can't carry anymore. Like, if you need me to carry anything...
Yeah, and everything you're carrying before that you need to put away.
Yeah, get rid of that crossbow.
It's somewhere in the bag of holding, I'm pretty sure. like in some games, like in Deus Ex, they don't have actual weight restriction, but they have like space restriction.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of like that.
I don't have the crossbow anymore because you threw it away, but I do have a lunar bow that I got. I think, was it Pip that bought me it because she destroyed mine? Or I don't know. It was so long ago.
Didn't you get a bow from one of the guards? It was either a bow or a sword.
One of you got a longbow, one of you got a sword.
I got the bow, yeah. Because I didn't need the sword. Yeah, so I'm decked out.
And once again, like share your equipment as you wish. You know the weight. As for a bedroll, the bedroll is gonna weigh like 10 pounds, and those clothes cost weight 8 pounds.
Can I? Yeah, I'm gonna store like most of my stuff in the bag of holding. Like I
Climber
don't.
kits, by the way, weights another 12 pounds. So like you can easily carry your bedrolls. That's not a problem. But like somebody strong should take the second tent.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Yeah, I'm strong.
Well, does it fit into the bag of holding? That's the question.
Last thing is, that's the question. If you want to put everything in the bag of holding, that's not a problem. If you...
Everything else.
Yeah.
Or I would, but it's up to you guys.
I mean, we're gonna... Because we need all of this in case we split up from Leos. And then we bunch up into 2 groups of 2.
Oh yeah, from Leos too.
2 groups of 2. Me and Melora, Zardos and Arliss. They got a tent, we got a tent. We got the bedrolls, they have the bedrolls.
Alright, so you have your buddy.
You want to carry a tent, Zardos? In that case, I'm buying a third one.
I can.
Why?
I'm asking you if you want, in case you are completely separated by yourself. Because I'm definitely carrying one just for that case.
Sure, we can do this.
Sure, go for it.
I mean, do we need... Okay, safety first, I guess. Oh my god! I didn't even think about that.
No, tent does not count as...
Oh shit, I like it though.
A tent does not count as a residence.
Oh, Zardos, come in! Like from Ireland.
Technically, you can come into any building that doesn't have people living in it. So, like, if it was just a shop, you could come in. If it's like a shop where people sleep in the back, you cannot come in. Oh.
We can gather information about places this way.
Out of character, then how are they supposed to like hunt people down and drink their blood?
Charm them first. Like,
It's when you
knock,
go
knock,
out alone
motherfucker.
Don't go out alone at night, you know?
Yeah.
Carry your garlic with you.
Eat a lot of garlic bread.
Plus, you know, with their charisma modifiers, it's not a problem.
Yeah, okay. I think we have... Okay. On a different subject, we heard that you have more or less some of the best guides on your payroll as well.
Yeah, that would do.
What are they doing this time of year?
Most of them have traveled down south to their families.
Oh, no. So basically, none of them is up here.
No. I believe two of them stay in Tor usually. Would you like to talk to them?
Yeah, wouldn't be a bad option. Get an idea.
Yeah, not a problem. I'm just gonna go check the address. Anything else you want aside from all of that and the guides?
I don't think so. Do they have mountain goats? You can ride into the mountain. No? Okay. Okay.
What?
Do they have mountain goats that we can ride into the mountain?
I'm sure you'll be able to buy mountain goats. I'm not sure you can ride them.
I'm kidding anyway. That's what fly is for.
You can try to buy a giant goat. They would be amazing for that, actually.
Yeah, and can they be already
Tamed?
Yeah.
I mean, are you asking the guy? Like, are you asking if you have like?
No, this is just out of character. I would find it very funny, but that's.
I mean,
all.
like, if you wanna buy a sled and buy like, I don't know, goats or dogs to pull it, no problem.
No, we're good.
All right. Perfect.
I got too much equipment on my character sheet.
Are we? I don't think we're hiring a guide, right?
We're not hiring. We just want to ask him a lot of questions.
Yeah, but I don't think that'll do all too much for us. Honestly, if we could get like, I don't know, we need a really good description, or we'll need to fucking pray Melora doesn't fail a survival roll.
So no pressure.
Yeah, no pressure.
No pressure.
No.
Don't worry.
I mean, in character, I don't want to kill an NPC. For, like, dragging him into the suicidal mission.
It's suicidal for him, yeah. It'll be fine
What's an
for us.
NPC?
Honestly, I really want a rock feather. Sounds very appealing to me. But yeah.
Fly, you fools.
Is the rock a monstrosity, or would he be considered an animal?
I have no idea.
Don't know.
Probably not a beast though, since I think the highest CR beast you can turn into is like a mammoth actually, or something.
Before going to like dinosaurs and stuff.
Oh yeah, T-Rex is probably the highest.
No, the giant ape is the highest, I think.
Awesome.
Maybe.
Play a
giant
druid
ape.
in a jungle. Holy shit.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're just gonna look
Do
up
you know
that
where Ulfric Stormcloak?
Stormcloak. That's not what he was called.
Wait, he was called Wolfric?
Ulfric Pathfinder, right? Yeah. We drink to our youth, 2 days come and gone.
Wait, he was really called Wolfric from Skyrim?
Ulfric, yeah, Ulfric Stormcloak.
Huh, I forgot about it. No,
That's
seriously,
why
I
it
forgot
sounds
about
familiar.
it.
Yeah.
I think it's written with a
But it's a
U.
very common, like,
Yeah, with a-
Nordish. Hey, you! You're finally awake. You and that horse thief over.
Okay. Alright, so, yeah, by the way, this Wolfric is written like this. And there's a guy almost like this.
Wolfric.
Yeah. Alright, so the name of the two guides are one is Boris Todd, double D. He's a human.
The boy is taught.
Boris Todd. Todd. Yeah.
Okay.
And the second guy is also basically from First Vendor, Egil. Egil.
Yeah, let's go visit these fine folk.
Boris the Tide Pod.
No. I'm not swallowing him.
Oh boy. Right. So, you buy all that stuff, you pack it up. You definitely don't want this sled full of animals you'll have to abandon.
No, we're good.
Okay. Which place are you trying to find first?
No matter. Yeah, any one of them is fine.
In that case, I want somebody who's leading the search to make me an investigation check.
They didn't give us an address?
Yes, but you need to find that address.
I'm happy to do that.
You're welcome to do that investigation check with charisma if you want to.
Yes. So I will give you a performance check instead because it actually adds both of them.
Well, it seems that Lewis is indeed getting slightly sick, but that made his voice even huskier and even sexier, which means that he very swiftly talks his way into finding the location of, let's just go for it. It was first of Boris. He seems to be staying in a small, maybe kind of like second-story house above another warehouse. You get up to this place. There's a ladder leading up to the second floor, very narrow, very shaky one. So one of you, a lighted person, goes up, knocks on the door, waits a while. Door opens and you see a pretty old human male, maybe 50 or so, bald head, most likely shaven, and a pretty serious, bushy, white-gray beard. You see that he is missing his left eye. It is covered with an eye patch, which definitely means that he is an agent of Oko.
Yes.
And you can see a couple like scars, like from claws, that extend from under the eye patch. What do you want?
We hear you're one of the best guides around that takes caravans across the pass.
Yeah?
Of course, we aren't planning to go anytime soon, but we are looking to gather as much information in advance as we can.
Right.
If you have some time and are willing to tell us a story, we'll make it worth your while.
Yeah, there are too many of you. Let's go to one place.
You prefer any inn in particular?
As long as you're paying,
Of course we are.
and pick whatever you like. He closed the door. Well, he actually, he walked outside, closed behind him, obviously. He walks inside.
Whatever you like.
He walks inside, you wait a little bit, he comes back with a coat and follows you wherever you want to take him.
Okay, yeah, we'll just go to whatever inn.
No?
Maybe the one we were at first, since we
Sure.
know it.
Yeah,
No problem.
probably. Question: can I wear the heavy clothes with the armor?
You can, but it's unadvisable.
Am I like a walking marshmallow that can't move if I do that?
You can move, but you will definitely have disadvantage on athletic checks. And you might have trouble, like, if I make you roll Constitution for exhaustion, you will most likely roll that with disadvantage as well.
Damn it.
I mean, you do have armor that puts on in like 2 turns, so...
Yeah, but the clothes, I mean.
Though,
puts on
to be
armor.
fair, I guess if you want to, like, put armor in the middle of like a hike, you need to get your coat off first, then put on your helmet. Because otherwise, it's gonna have trouble to, you know...
Taking your coat
Yeah,
off
yeah.
is one object
Yeah.
interaction. You'll be fine.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that will work. I'll probably keep warm in battle.
I mean... There are problems going into cold places. Actually, like, if any of you were wearing... Even Milora, I think Milora is the only person wearing medium armor, like your salamander armor. It's not gonna be easy wearing it under clothes. Because it's bulky, it's scale mail. Now, those of you who have light armor or like that undershirt, that's not as much of a problem.
Okay, so we're gonna buy him whatever he wants. And then I think we're asking him to basically describe the way, and basically we are probably mostly like gathering information on what the path actually looks like, where you need to follow, what you need to look out for.
How
long
are you
it
gonna
is.
try to do that? Like, what do you tell him?
That we are gathering information that we would like to know in advance to sort of prepare for the risks when we are actually taking this trip. And we'd like to be prepared, which is why we're here already. And if he's willing to give us a detailed description, we're willing to pay him.
Well, if you're willing to hire me, I will tell you.
We don't mind that. What's your rate?
100 gold one direction. More,
So-
depending on when you want to depart.
So if we pay you the money and we come back, then that'll be fine by you?
Sorry, say again?
If we pay you the money and then come back when the pass is open again, that'll be fine by you?
Yeah, sure.
But we'd already need the description now, so we can really prepare.
Sorry, it doesn't work like that.
Even if we pay you now? You just mean you're not...
I can guide you. I'm not gonna tell you all the secret paths. Otherwise, I'll be out of job very, very fast.
Would you leave now?
We can't hear you, really.
Yeah, you're very low volume.
Oh,
He's a very sick volume. Oh, much better.
have you ever heard of anyone surviving the pass in like this time of year?
Yeah?
Have you ever survived the pass this time of year?
I haven't tried. This, I lost it in the summer. Going now,
So you wouldn't be willing to go now?
no. I'm sorry, but dead men need no money.
Do
Who
you
did
know-
survive?
Yeah.
You really want to go now?
It just sounds like an awesome story. I mean,
I was a dwarf.
that
Got exiled from the city. He's been traveling into the mountain and out of them. I'm not sure if he made it all the way through, but he's been returning. Sure.
yeah, do we want the dwarf?
They want the fucking secret passages without having to...
I could make
Зачем ты трогаешь мои вещи? Уйди, уйди, уйди.
please don't...
Не трогай меня.
It was a good idea here.
Well, I could at least make him forget.
Look, it's not Nebo. He can do it.
We're in the middle of a tavern.
Nobody knows you're anything.
Why are you whispering strange things?
Well, honestly, we were hoping someone would be willing to give up the roots.
There's a reason we keep them secret, and the best guys keep their roots the most secret. That's how we earn money. It's dangerous work.
Yeah, makes sense. It's just that we don't really fly in the same kind of category as most customers you'd get.
I mean, if you tell me more.
I don't really.
Where would we find this dwarf?
See it yourselves. I see that you want something, but you'll have to share first.
We're not restrained by having to walk.
You wanna swim?
No, what the bird does.
Fly! In December. Well, good luck with your dwarf, cause I'm not getting hired.
Well, they
And-
can tell us where we could find the dwarf.
I have no blood idea. He goes here and there.
Do you know his name?
Yeah, Gotrex. Gotrex the Oathbreaker.
Gotrick?
Gortrex. Gortrex the Oathbreaker.
Gortek. Okay.
Cortex.
I mean, when he goes into the mountain, he's Gortrex. When he goes out of the mountains, he leaves Gortrex.
Oh.
Heavy metal music starts playing.
Does he usually go goes through the pass in this time of year?
Who are you asking?
The guy.
He has a death wish. That's what he does.
So that's a yes.
Do you know anyone who could find him?
Go through taverns. The cheaper the better. You'll find him in one of them or somebody who saw him. There are not many dwarves outside of city. You won't miss him.
Well, just out of curiosity, look around the tavern here. Any dwarves?
No.
Surprisingly.
It's like 90% humans, some halflings, some gnomes, but honestly, almost exclusively humans. Which, by the way, that is just to make sure you are currently being petrific, right?
No, just Sky Self. So,
Because I don't know when you disguise yourself, but right by about now you've been for an hour in the city.
yeah.
How does Zardos look like now?
Just human.
The inconspicuous form we met the very first day when he came to visit in. However,
Generic human.
exactly. Insert generic human here. Well, in that case, thank you very much for your time, and I'm gonna reach into the bag of holding and just shove over 5 gold.
He picks him up. There is a place in the city that can leave a message in case you don't come back. Good luck.
Thank you. Warm
Me
wind.
too. Warm winters. Wow. That would be really pleasant right about now.
I heard that's like a blessing around here, like a farewell or something.
Might make some sense. We wanna split up and see if we can get this dwarf to
Yeah. Let's do that.
maybe give us some information. He seems to not care about as much about anything.
Why are we splitting?
I don't think that he would be willing to tell us the information, but he
The
might
dwarf?
be willing to guide us actually for probably a lot of money. I would take that if we can get him to at least guide us. If he is not going to tell us.
I'm gonna take a quick look around. Anyone close enough to listen?
Depends on how loud you're being. If you're
Not
loud
very.
enough, somebody will hear. If you're not, no.
I'm trying to be somewhat quiet right now.
Then no.
And basically, well, I mean, each person that we bring additionally will make it much harder to traverse the passage by flight. I mean, for now, we could do Melara turns into a giant creature, Trego rides. We have Leos. And you can just ride Nebula. And I can make Zardas and me fly. But another person will be very taxing. We won't get anywhere close to as far.
Also, I don't know if like Intarni is immune to the weather. I don't think he is.
But I even think it doesn't matter because it'll be so much slower trying to get through through the snowy path than just flying over all of it. That's why.
You heard
He broke one leg.
the guy before. He won't tell us his secret passages. You think
Yeah.
the dwarf would be more willing to tell us passages?
I think he gives less of a shit in general if he's going out there nowadays.
Yeah, I will consider
So-
him to give just enough of no shits to actually take us through it, not let us away. Let's not judge the situation before we come to it.
I didn't
Yeah.
hear anything, and
Yeah.
you guys are still stuck for me.
Yeah.
Okay, for me only Lucas is stuck.
Yeah, Lucas and Cinema stuck for me.
Yeah,
So,
Lucas
Maybe Drop and Lucas rehosts.
let's try that. Oh.
There we go.
1 second, cat.
I don't know if he's stuck or he's just staying like that. Okay, no, he's not.
No, I was just waiting and checking the videos if anything starts stopping again.
Okay.
But it looks
So-
good. Sounds good for me.
So let's say he doesn't want to share anything.
No.
You want to hire him and try to fly with him? Or what's the plan for that scenario?
Yeah, something like that.
Do we
We're
have
not-
room for
We can see what path he's taking. He might be pretty quick.
I mean,
Well,
we
whatever
could,
his secret trail he is.
yeah, or he will even tell us that I could take you through there by foot, but flying through there is suicide. Then would rather listen to him and walk with him than flying through it and really finding our death.
Speaking out
Oh,
of character, if the wind is strong enough, it will interfere with even magical flight.
Huh.
And if you fly into a snowstorm, you have zero visibility,
Yeah.
which is gonna make any survival check basically DC 30.
That's when you fly up and above storms, because in mountains they're usually not very high.
In
Trying
real world
in,
mountains, please don't bring your real world bullshit into my magical world, because I need to find a way to stop your overpowered asses.
When we have insta travel, fly.
That's
on,
the
make
point
this a
of
bit
being
challenging.
overpowered. That's the point of being overpowered.
Look, I need to introduce a dispelling Yeti.
Definitely.
Yeah. I
But
mean, doesn't
by,
have
to be
add
fair, by
cost.
flying you might save a lot of time if you navigate basically this, the first like 10 miles until you go into a snowstorm. Depends on the weather.
Well, let's
But-
first find the damn dwarf.
Yeah. Let's split up and ask around so we can go through the taverns a little quicker.
Right? I need, in that case, investigation checks from anybody. If anybody wants to make one with charisma, you're welcome.
Yeah, I will.
Another bitch.
I will.
How do I
use
make
an-
investigation
an-
with charisma?
You don't, just... Do you have
Are you
proficiency in
proficient?
investigation?
No.
Then just
And
roll
just roll
charisma.
charisma.
I'm gonna use enhance ability on myself, and give me that extra kick.
How long does it last? Enhanced
1
ability?
hour.
Yeah, okay. Then that's good enough.
Yeah, cool.
I'm gonna hang out in this tavern in case he shows up.
Yeah, and
I don't want to worry about doors.
No.
Get another one of them drinks.
So, Zelda, are you helping or?
Nope, I'm hanging out in this tavern in case he shows up
Okay,
because of doors.
that's a good idea. Also, it's warm
I'm getting
here, and they have ale.
Yeah. Yep, and I'm getting another drink.
All right. Are you like splitting in 4 groups or in pairs?
I think pairs probably.
Pairs, yeah, I kind of want to stay with Melora.
Yeah, that's basically what I was asking. All right. So you go around for an hour asking, or at least Dragon Miller go around asking. Lewis, I imagine, mostly sits around and has people come to him telling. But by the end of that hour, both of you, from various sources, find out that he has went on another one of his trips about 10 days ago. So either he should be back in another 3-4 days, or he's dead.
Oh, so he went through the pass actually.
Wait, it takes him...
No, maybe they don't say he goes across. Maybe he just goes somewhere into the mountains to hunt or whatever shit he does. We don't know, because I think the pass takes like 1 to 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, no, I would ask, does it take him 6 days in that weather to cross over and then back to make it 13 days-ish?
In the summer, it takes 7-8 days one
so
way.
there's no way.
Right now, it takes like 2 weeks at best. Well, it would have taken 2 weeks if you didn't die.
Yeah. Okay, so you just like expedition.
I mean, that's what they say. Like, they say basically that he like leaves for 1-2 weeks, comes back, sometimes wounded, sometimes not. Sometimes covered in his blood, sometimes covered in some other blood. But so far,
Can we
he's been
gather-
gone for like 2 weeks at most.
Can we gather where where he lives, or where can we reach him when he comes back?
Half the time he usually sleeps under a table in tavern, or hires, like gets a room in a tavern somewhere, usually on the
Okay.
cheaper scale.
Okay. How many taverns are there, like, the city?
There is the one you've been in, and basically one decent one close to the city gates, and one shitty one.
Okay, so 3. So
Yeah.
it's not hard to find.
No.
Okay, no.
I mean, people will
Not
say,
hard.
like, believe me, when he returns, you will know. Just
Yeah.
follow the red snow.
Oh no.
So should we wait for him?
No. I don't think we wait. What? Maybe he's dead. We wait here 3 to 4 days. That's a long ass time.
We can
You can ask if somebody else is helping.
try the other guide, and if we do decide to wait, we can maybe try and enter Tor.
I think we say fuck it. We show these people.
What do you? Huh?
How it's done. We don't need a guide, we have Melara. We'll be fine. We'll find North. One way or another.
Are you
Serious?
okay, Arla?
Yes, why?
I don't know, you sounded a bit angry there.
No, not at all. I just think at this point it seems more and more useless to rely on other people when what we can do so far outclasses anything they can bring to the table.
I mean, up till now, most of the dangers that we faced were living creatures or beings.
I found that most of the time we're just always lacking one thing only, and that is knowledge.
Are you calling us stupid?
That is,
No.
I'm just calling us unknowledgeable. Unknowledgeable? I don't know what the word is.
Apparently, we don't know how to say that.
I don't know.
And
I'm calling us not having enough information. And based on my experience as a bard, it's always good to have information. And to know your way, to know who you talk to know your enemy, whatever it is. So I don't think that we necessarily outclass absolutely everyone. But I do get but I do share the sentiment of not wanting to wait 3 or 4 days for something that could not show up for someone.
You mentioned in the past how you made people forget.
Yes.
Visit some other guide. Convince him to tell us. Make him forget.
Yeah, we could do that. But we need to keep it short.
I mean, I think most of it is gonna be up to how short he can keep a description, yeah?
can we try first asking without making him forget?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, just not anywhere where other people are too close
Also,
by.
does making him forget hurt in any way?
No.
That took you way too long to answer.
I was considering how you would define hurt. And based on my decision that I made, it will not hurt him. It's painless, if that's what you mean.
Mental wise,
Yeah, fine.
does his brain still function as normal?
Yes.
Okay.
Would you like to try it?
No thanks.
We already had this
I don't-
conversation, Trego. You forgot.
Yeah. I don't like this method, but if it is painless
Well,
and we do keep the secrets to ourselves and don't like spread around and ruin the whole.
I don't like it either. Please remember, if we would get caught doing this in, for example, Nebo. I
Oh
would
yeah,
die.
definitely. I know.
It's something that I don't usually go for, but I can do it if situation demands it. But I would rather prefer waiting 4 days than manipulating someone.
I agree with Leos.
Zardos, Melora, what do you guys think?
Not find any other guide or just going on our own. And waiting for this guy.
I
might
mean,
take a
really,
little too long.
what is going to happen in 4 days? Do you really think that the world is going to end in the next 4 days?
No, but I think every day counts.
I get the feeling.
Can I propose that we first
Well, let's-
try the other guide, and then
Yeah,
if he
absolutely.
doesn't budge, then we wait 3 to 4 days. If after 4 days nothing, then we do that forgetting plan.
Or we just maybe try to bribe him. We maybe just need to find the right angle or the right rib to tickle.
So in that case, if the other guides we can talk to here today, don't want to do, if none of them wants to share their secrets, I think we should take a quick detour to Kreuzung, pick up money,
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. We can arrange
maybe
that.
go by Amzusus's and the potion shop, just in case there's something in there that might be useful for our journey, since we're gonna be waiting a couple of days anyway, and we can get there and back very quickly.
Yeah, I'm not against being, getting prepared.
That may not be 4 days for me to get back. Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah,
Maybe
might be.
a couple hours. We have no idea.
We'll just be on the lookout. Okay, let's go talk to these other guys. Let's get them.
Well, as is slowly becoming tradition for us, as you're sitting around talking about this, you, Leos, get a message in your head from Lady Kazar, who is asking you if you are free to talk, and if so, to accept a scry.
I say yes.
What did you just say yes to?
Lady Kazar has something.
Maybe you want to take her room
Yeah,
instead of here?
yeah. I would like to do that.
Alright?
Can I add that I'm to the yes that I'm going into a room?
Nope,
mean,
it's too late. But I mean,
She takes 10 minutes anyway to cast,
yeah,
so...
yeah, you have time.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you going alone, or is everybody going with him?
Do you want privacy?
I'm staying at the bar and getting drinks.
Well,
She
you
can't hear
drink-
me anyway.
You drink, I talk. It's fine.
Zardos is getting a bit alcoholic.
Yep.
Addicted to alcohol.
If he drinks a lot, if he drinks enough, he's gonna become a little alcoholic.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you pay like 5 silver for that room just to get it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, you get into that room, you like sit in a bed and like, do this for a while, wait. After about 10 minutes of wait, as before a illusion of Lady Kazar appears in front of you and like looks around. Where are your friends?
Should I get them?
Not necessarily, but I have information you might need to know.
Awesome. Well, in that case, if they don't need to be here, we can
Well,
talk.
a few things. One, the armor you wanted me to make, one of them is ready. The other one will take another week. would have taken another week if I didn't have another thing I want to talk about. The second thing, I have checked the things I wanted to check. I have a device that pays attention to extraplanar activities. That's how I found the portal under Mount Perutius. I've had it trained upon the blind forest, observing the portal underneath the tree, just in case the dragon starts doing something. I wanted a warning. Luckily, you were close enough that I caught something on it. Checking my consults on the 25th of December, about between 4 and 6 in the evening, I've caught a small personal portal open between our plane and Shadowfell. But I have seen no other portals open in the area within the week of that date.
The portal opened at Neverwinter Bay, correct?
No, around the location you were describing, you were, where you fought Kairos.
Oh, okay.
I believe that was the spell he used to escape. A spell named Plane Shift. It's used to transport between our plane and others. Have you made any progress in your research?
No, it's the usual shit.
Hmm.
We're currently on our way to Fristvendur and looking for guides who are willing to share the way through the pass. There's actually one guy who's called, what was it, Godric? Godric, Gortrix, the Oathbreaker. We're probably waiting for him to arrive. He seems to be the only willing one to go through the pass right now.
That sounds believable. What do you
Yeah.
expect to find in Fristvidor?
Well, we're going for the people that one. What's it called? The lieutenant of Oko, or whatever it was, left hand, the one, that guy from your family, or your family.
One of Cerilius is, or Orcus.
You're not there.
Am I mixing them up? I mean the that fucking guy from Ceruleus one. I don't know. We will probably not find anything, except for snow.
Let's see. Well, if you think such a trip is necessary, do be careful. I myself have decided to take a trip to the Cinder Wastes to search for the second world. I hope that I will finish it relatively soon.
Do you need help?
No, I decided to find the words I can without your help, considering how busy you are. I would still require your assistance, or more like, if we are to search for all 4 worlds, then the one located in the Frostfell will still be up to you. I should be able to get this one, and perhaps the one in the swamps. Not sure, but I can try. The one in the Frostfell, I match enough to try, but success is less likely. Far less likely.
I see.
I figured this would be useful. If we find the final words, then we will have the others already ready and waiting, and if we don't, each of these words are powerful magic in and of itself. Whether fighting the dragon or anybody else, they could be useful.
How exactly would these words be useful? What can you do with them?
Imagine The most powerful magic I've ever seen.
Like, does it work like a spell, or is it actually something you can touch?
It is
Physical.
knowledge of a concept. What I found there. Here she says a word in like this guttural language, and somehow in your head you get its meaning. And trying to translate it in your head, like you get the meaning, but if you wanted to translate it into common, it would be along the lines of the very essence and the true self of a one and only flame.
What does
I talked about this, the heart of the flame.
but out of character, does it seem weird that I understand the word, or is it because she already explained it once and that's why I get the meaning?
You have no idea what language she spoke, but you understand it.
Why did I understand that word?
No, which one?
I'm asking Lady Kazar, why do I understand what you just said? The very essence of the flame.
You understood it?
Yes.
I spoke in Draconic.
Why do I understand Draconic? What the fuck? Is it the flute? I look at the flute.
Well, unless you have any other reasons, you would have learned Draconic. It might be the only
No.
explanation.
I tried it once, was too physical for me, the language.
How did you find the teacher? Where did you find the teacher? I
I-
did not know. I know no one else who speaks Draconic aside from me.
Well, it happens to be someone who, well, bullshitted me. That's when I
see.
started to see sense in why you should not trust people easily. It's long. Don't never.
Well, this is good. If you know the language in whatever way, it will ease the process of learning this word. And it would make it possible for you to teach me the word.
So if I look at the word in Frostfell and get the knowledge of it, I could teach you.
You will have to pass a challenge to prove yourself to the guardian of the word that you are capable of withstanding it, that you understand it, and have the magic power to use it. I have the magic power to use all of these words and the capacity to reach them, but it was easy for me with the heart of the flame. I am connected to fire. My family was born by fire. There was no one more suited than me to learn it. I know ice magic, I can use it, but I learned it from others. I have done minimal changes and additions to the spells I use. I am uncertain I could learn and understand the concept of ice. Not enough to prove to the Guardian.
Can I try to repeat the word that she said, the draconic word, and see if it does anything with the flute?
Make an intelligence check.
Yes. I'm just announcing it. I would like to inspire myself.
Sure, go for it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go crazy here.
Yeah, you pronounce it. She says, well, you're certainly a fast learner. You pronounced it right. Though for me to teach you how to use it would take a lot more than just knowing how to pronounce it. It's... My belief is that this world is a fraction of a power comparable to what constitutes our sun. My theory is that the true word spoken by a dragon or a titan was the way our sun was created. And this word spoken by a humanoid is as much as we can do to replicate it. I've tested its powers while I was in the in the plane of fire. It's earth-shattering. It's dangerous. And very useful in the fight against the dragon. I do not think any of you have the capacities to use it on your own, but learn it and teach, perhaps.
The frost fell.
Yes.
Does time pass there differently? Because
No.
it looks like we have at least a few. Ah, shit. How long do you think we would need to get the word? Because it looks like we have got some time to spare.
Well, you'll need to find a key for the Frostfell first, or for any of the nearby planes. I had a key for the plane of fire. That's how I got there so fast. The Cinder Wastes, where I'm heading next, are on the border between fire and earth, which once again means I can travel relatively fast. To get to Frostfell, you either need to find a portal to the air elemental plane of air, which I have hints as to where it is, but I have not tested it. Or to the elemental plane of water, which, frankly, I have no idea.
Do you think it's likely that we might find anything that would lead us there in first window?
I doubt so. Usually the portals lead only the 4 main planes.
No, I mean to for example, if we could find a portal or a key to the air elemental plane. Oh,
I have not heard of any such. I believe the portal to the air elemental plane is on top of the Scarage Mountain. That is the other portal I have hints of. I know no portal to water elemental plane or earth elemental planes. As such, if I intend to travel to the swamps, it will be a long trip through all of the planes.
I see. I had a question, but I forgot it. Fuck. Oh yeah. You told us about family members in first window, right?
Yes.
Could you give me a bit more information about them? What should we expect from them? If they see us, will they know us? Will they be hostile?
They won't be hostile now, but they are set in their own ways. And while the blood that flows within my sister is of good enough quality, I know enough about the Black Hawk family to say if they have any talent as wizards. The rumors are that they are influential enough. But I've also heard that the family has fallen upon hard times. And I find it hard to believe that a capable wizard would be able to fall upon hard times.
Do you think they have anything to do with Oko directly? should we contact them or should we avoid them? Because I'm really looking for anything that we can start off.
I have a feeling that dealing with Oko, you should doubt and mistrust anybody. First, there is not a big place. If there is an individual preparing something malicious, there will be clues.
I assume that it would be someone of influence there.
Possible.
So the Black Hawk family could theoretically be involved, do you think?
It is quite possible. If they were bought with promise of money or power, I could see them.
If they have fallen on hard times, they might at least surely be tempted if
Yes.
the offer came.
But what we've seen from events in Nebo, even ordinary people can be tempted into a cult. And folk of Fristwind, they are brave and strong, but they're simple.
Is there anyone else of power that you think we should just check in on?
None that I know, although I imagine the town itself has a head warrior or a chief of some kind.
All right, thank you.
If you
Correct.
hide your connection to me and my niece, if you play upon your own fame, I see the family accepting you and trying to pretend to be more than they are. That could force them to make a mistake. It is not a bad option. But
So we should throw around our name and see if they latch on.
there's no guarantee that they would have heard it, but
If we explain,
if you're persuasive enough, then I see them wanting to talk to you.
that's good to know. Thank you.
But do be careful. My niece does speak highly of her grandfather.
The
He might
grandfather.
be skillful enough.
Watch out for the grandfather. All right. Could I come around later this day to pick up the armor?
If you can do it on your own, sure.
Yeah, I would. I would teleport in and pick it up.
Very well.
Thank you.
I wish you luck on your travel.
Thank you. Same to you. I hope you come back and successfully.
She flickers away.
Yeah. Would like to go back to the rest of them and tell them that the armor is ready. And I would teleport there and pick it up if that's okay. I will come back with it tomorrow.
We're waiting here 3-4 days, yeah.
Yeah, at the most, that's what you're waiting, yeah.
Yeah, I would suggest we all look for the other tour guide.
Guides.
Yeah,
And see what we can get out of them, yeah.
and then I would head off for the day.
Okay, makes sense, yeah.
Alright. Well, in that case, let's take a break here and return to see if you find second guy. Whatever.
I
What's his
really
name?
want to find the Oathbreaker. He sounds cool and chaotic and interesting.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll see after the break.
See you in a
And we're back. So, after Leos has had a conversation with Lady Khazar through magical Skype, the Heron Stallions have decided to go and find the second guide they were advised by the name of Elgi in order to see what he knows. Well, what's the plan?
I don't think it differs very much from the plan we've had so far, where we just try and see, sort of invite them out, pay for their stuff, and try to get an idea if any one of them can be talked into sharing
Right.
knowledge of the mountains with us for a price.
Well, let's start by you picking up Egil. Egil lives in his own house. It is still made of wood, but unlike Boris's house, it contains a side house, which seems to be serving as tanner's house, and contains an enormous amount of furs of various animals, as well as pieces of those animals. When you see Egil himself, you figure out that, yeah, that's his stuff. Because Egil is, while being human, he is about, like Jahan and half a head of Jahan.
Okay.
Yeah. As he basically opens the door, goes outside, looks down at all of you. I don't want.
Good day. We are sort of looking to gather some information on the path to Fristwindor. We hear you're one of the best guides around, and we'd like to ask if you have a couple of, if you have a little time so we can pick your brain.
Are you hiring me? It sounds like you're hiring me.
We'd be willing to pay your fee to hire you, yes. But obviously right now isn't really the best time of year to actually leave, right? What we would
Okay,
like-
go talk to boss at the company. See you in winter, in spring. Boom.
Who's your boss? Plan B, guys?
Plan B.
Plan beat the shit out of this fucker!
That's a good plan.
What is plan B?
Plan B is waiting out 3-4 days, and while this happens, you teleport, get the armor, we teleport, get the money,
There are two more
all
guys.
that stuff. Oh, right. We have the elf one, too.
We got 2 from North Winds, and we got 2 independent contractors. I think. Yeah, and we can check up on those people too. This is So first we spoke to Boris, I guess. Yes. So there's still Wolfric and Sorta that we can talk to.
Well,
Try to talk to.
for the purpose of this, unless you're coming up with something new, both of them in various ways say haha no.
How about I name drop Jahan in there?
Wolfric gets pissed. Sort of has no idea who you're talking about.
Okay, yeah, I'm just trying to see if one of them actually knows Jahan. Maybe
Well,
Jahan
it seems like Wolfric did know him.
did know him or didn't.
Did know him.
Okay, but in the wrong way, yeah.
It was the money.
Probably something like that, yeah.
You stole my axe.
Yeah, in that case, I don't think we are doing anything apart from, leaving.
It's teleport time.
I mean, we could also, like... Melora can get here to Kreutzung and back in one day, and Leos can come back tomorrow. We can leave now and look around in Kreutzung. Just for, we need to pick up money, we need to visit the magic shops, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if
Oh.
Leos doesn't land in Nebo?
He can't.
He has a sigil from
Yeah.
Lady Khazar.
Before,
Okay.
Can't
before
feel.
actually, before I leave, I will pick up a few stones from here
Okay.
and put them into just like a bag.
Why don't you just take a piece of ice? That seems very local. You need more.
I don't think he's feeling very funny today.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
See, this is how it feels to be me all the time. Tell him.
Okay.
Nobody laughs for my jokes.
The shit. Alright,
No.
so Leos is gonna take a round trip to Lady Khazar's place. She's not there anymore by the time you leave. Or more like by the time you arrive, but you do get the armor from Amawayne. The question is, what are your plans for the rest of this day?
I would probably check in on everyone who's still staying there. I think that's the family of Trego, right?
And Melora. My mom and her parents.
I would probably I would have asked the others if they have any messages or anything like that they want to deliver, which I would.
Say hi and I love her and give her a hug for me.
Yeah, probably talk to them if they want anything that I should tell them. So I could take that with me.
Well, they definitely want something from you. That is to eat very well. And they feed you. It somehow is very hard to take a no for an answer.
Yeah.
Or they. Probably.
I will not even try.
Yeah, and they definitely pack like a small bundle of various stuff for the rest of you to eat. Because, well, it's cold and you need to eat well, and it's not like those taverns are cooking well anyway.
Are you warm enough in those clothes, Leos? Maybe take something, you know?
Take like 17 scars.
Free
No.
hats.
I rolled for it, but sorry, Treg, your mama didn't finish those knitted gloves yet. Alright, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I would probably ask if I can stay in the house, and if they don't allow me to stay in the house, I would need to reconsider my option.
I mean, they can't really allow you or not allow you. You have to ask Amawayne.
Amawayne, yeah.
She doesn't mind it, but she tries to get you into another fiddle contest, basically.
Oh yeah, I will gladly accept, and I ask her if this time we shall dabble with magical enhancements to make it even more interesting.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, in that case, I will cast enhance ability on myself.
Yeah, she'll cast enhance ability on herself as well.
But Leos will inspire himself.
Yes, that's my plan. Well, it would be the first time that I win this. Oh. Well, in that case. Yeah, I'm gonna inspire myself, and let's hope this is not a shit roll like it always is. Yes.
Oh, fair enough.
Well, you come very close to a draw, but you slightly outfiddle her. But her, she is pretty good with it.
Yeah, and it's a close one.
Yeah, considering your modifiers. Alright. The rest of you.
Fun
Looking
fact:
for
I
the...
once lost to Emma Vane in a hand wrestling match.
But she was wearing the ogres, right?
Yes,
Okay.
I still lost.
We are looking for the closest tree, and I think we are.
Well, the
entering
closest tree is a
correct.
couple, like 2 miles away from Tor, so you have to like take a trip first.
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you want to summon Intarni or do you walk?
We walk.
We walk. Yeah.
Yeah, how's it
Alright.
feeling?
So
I'll
2
let him-
hours later you reach the tree.
1 mile, 1 hour? Oh shit.
Yep.
I'll let in.
Nobody clears the road. This place doesn't have that kind of services.
Wait, what's my swim speed?
Happy moment speed.
Alright, I'm gonna put my hand up to the tree and create the opening for us to teleport.
Do you want to freak people out and teleport into Ryan?
Does that work? Is he still a technical tree?
I'm imagining like a bunch of people running like, I don't feel so well, crack, and people like, ah!
First you
Aw.
gave birth to me, now I give birth to you. As he
The
opens up.
cycle continues.
Yeah, where do you teleport to?
I think that would be very disturbing to do.
Yes, it would be. Where do you teleport?
Can we port to? Was there like a little courtyard by the
Yes.
Yeah, I'll port us to the port us.
Alright, sure.
We're heading for the bank.
Right.
No need to tell anyone we're here, they'll know anyway.
Yeah, they certainly do. Yeah, no problem. You get to the bank, you pick up whatever money you were supposed to pick up. Enough time
We
has
had-
passed for them to...
We had ordered, I think, 30k.
Yeah, enough time has passed for them to get the money. So
Oh,
they
goodbye.
fawn over you and are very polite, and you definitely see your autographs hanging on a wall in a frame. But yeah, there is one thing actually you notice as you're traveling to Kreotsung. A couple shops have been set up that have Vision's logo
Oh, fuck
on them.
off.
And they are selling those eye stones like hotcakes.
The ice stones is the phone thing, right?
Yep.
How? They're so...
Did they start selling the lamps?
Nope. Only the eye stones.
Okay, I assumed we picked up the money and
Do people
Yes,
line up
course.
in front of the stores in like tents?
Well, it's been
For
a
the
while
next one.
since they opened,
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
When the 2 comes out, then, yeah.
We should get sponsorship from iPhone and the North Face and all those companies where
If we were playing a gladiator campaign, I'd agree, yes. Then you just sort of do a fucking skit right before you fight, usually.
Wait,
So-
the North Face is an actual company?
Yes!
yeah, North Face is an actual.
I'm like,
Yep.
why the hell are you
With the
using
three
that
lines.
name?
And you said with the 3 blue lines, and North Face has like 3
Really?
patches. Yes.
I'm just like, what I'm gonna call the Northern Company? North Wind. What's the logo? 3 blue lines that are like cold wind. Yay!
Look,
Because everybody's so imaginative.
I'm sure you've seen the North Face before.
Well, now
It's a
that you
very
say, yes, but like I usually don't watch
That's
what
like the
people
logo
wear.
with the 3 lines. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, now I know. Alright.
Okay, we pick up our money.
Yes.
We head for the potion shop.
We lose all our money.
You head for... What's his name?
Oh,
No,
wait.
no.
No.
For the other one.
Bombastius, whatever he's called. No?
Yeah.
The one with,
No,
he has
wait,
20 names.
Hoffenheim, yeah.
The one he has
You
20
head
names.
for Alcahest. Yes, that's the one.
Alcatraz, yeah.
No? What's Zardos doing about getting into the place?
Oh, yeah. That's why he was just enjoying staying there drinking. I wanted to move.
No. This will answer a critical question here. So if you can simply enter, then no one lives there usually. Otherwise, it means they sleep there.
Well, he can't enter, that's why I'm asking.
I'm just gonna. Anyone here mind if I come in?
Alright, that's boring, they let you in. Yeah. What do you want?
So we want potions, healing potions of all kind are more or less welcome.
Wait,
And-
who's there? The dwarf
Yeah.
or the...
Yep, the dwarf.
Oh, Hoffenheim is not there?
Nowhere. He doesn't show himself, at least.
Okay.
He's usually in the back somewhere, right?
Yeah, so for Zardos, so it's a large shop filled with racks, filled with various potions. Some of them magical, some of them are less mundane, more alchemical. They also sell like other alchemical stuff. And the attendant to the store is a dwarf, male, with a long black beard, but like some of the beard has been like bleached or stained with something. And he like has bags under his eyes and looks really, really tired.
It's very nice seeing you again. We're here for, I'd not say more of the usual, that would be wrong, but healing potions, and if you have anything that protects against cold or anything particularly fancy you have in store at the moment, we're
You
always
really
interested to hear.
should have warned me earlier. I just stocked up on those potions of water breathing you wanted. But I guess you don't want them anymore.
Oh no, you're
Oh,
wrong.
wait, out of character. Would water breathing help in an avalanche?
No.
Okay.
But we
I
still,
don't know.
You would need potion of snow breathing.
we're still willing to buy those.
Yeah,
How many
that's
have you made?
Good. I've made just one. I didn't think it'd come back. Nobody ever does.
Yeah, maybe we won't next time. Oh, okay, one. That'll have to do. Another one.
You know, you can just order stuff, pay in
online
advance,
these days.
wait while I make them. I can't go into a shop and complain that something is not here.
I just wish you'd have something interesting once in a while. But
Hey, that is interesting. I mean, you don't every day breathe underwater.
If you want something interesting, you should first order something interesting.
you have to put the product out there to create the demand for it, you know? No, I'm
We
just
have
kidding.
the demand. You're just acting like assholes. Anyway, are you taking it?
Yeah, we're taking it. Also, what do you have in store in regards to healing potions?
So the water breathing one is gonna be 300 gold.
Mm-hmm.
He has as many as you want potions. Well, okay, like up to 10 potions of healing, normal ones.
Mm-hmm.
Each one is gonna be 25 gold.
Oh, that's a decent
He does have
We're taking 10.
Alright. He does have a potion of greater healing, and he does have a potion of supreme healing.
I think the supreme healing is gonna be unaffordable again.
Yeah, that's very expensive.
That's
The
usually
greater
unaffordable.
healing one. Really? Alright. The greater healing one goes only for also 300 gold.
Yeah. Sure.
And
That's
you
sweet. That's
have a
expensive.
handout for.
Yeah, how much?
Yeah,
Which
yeah,
one?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. In that case, okay, that's a total of
Did you just buy a
800
supreme one or a superior one?
Neither.
600,
Greater.
850.
Yeah, I said 850.
Okay.
And I'm retracting it.
Greater is the uncommon one, the 4d4 one.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's why I made the handout. You can go check it out.
Yeah, I see it.
29,500. And another 350. I detract this here.
How much did we spend already?
850.
Ouch.
That's not a lot. That's decent. It is a lot of money, but
The whole gear for winter and stuff that costs only 76 gold.
Cause
yes.
Yeah, I know. Still.
well, whenever Traeger dies and you need to get him up with a potion, don't, because it's too expensive.
Yes, I won't.
And
But
his
because
insurance
Melora-
doesn't cover it.
Yeah.
Melora already has them. Okay, and okay.
Are you
So
interested
now-
in other things he has?
Yes, we said
Yeah.
so.
He has a potion of stone giant strength. He has a potion of resistance to poison. He has 2 potions to fire breath, and 2 potions of not potions, but 2 oils of slipperiness.
Oh, 1 second. Greater healing. Potion of slipperiness. What
Oil,
exactly
not a potion.
does
Oil.
oil? What exactly does this do?
That's a good question. Pa-pa-ra-pa-pam. So you can.
glue?
Yes, one of you has a glue. So you can smother somebody in this oil along with their equipment, and they gain the effect of freedom of movement spell for 8 hours. Or you can pour it on the ground and duplicate the effect of grease spell for 8 hours.
That's fucking broken. We're buying those.
But applying the oil takes 10 minutes.
yeah, this
the-
is a prepare thing.
And you
What are
literally
both
have
of
to
those
smother someone in oil.
What are you saying, Tal?
What are both of those spells?
Freedom of movement is brokenly good.
It's good.
No, it's really good.
It's okay.
Unaffected by difficult terrain. Your speed can't be reduced. You can't be paralyzed.
Look,
you can't be
do you want to
restrained.
see Kairos putting oil on himself? Because that's how you see Kairos putting oil on himself.
Yeah, and you can escape non-magical restraints for 5 feet of movement. And underwater, you move just as normally as you do above. We're buying those two. How much does he want?
500 gold each.
Oh yeah, fuck yes. Insta-buy. Insta-buy, dude. These are fucking insane. 57. 28,500. Okay.
I mean,
Oil.
We'll never get enough money to buy an apartment.
No. We already have enough money to buy an apartment.
For
Wait,
all
let's-
of us. And we need to put some money away for pension.
You might wanna, yeah. I'm good.
Yeah. About
Yeah.
pension. In Lucas's campaign, my character is like 100 gold away from retiring.
Okay. And there was one other thing in there that was interesting.
Potion of poison resistance.
Yes.
Fire
yes,
breathing was
That one is gonna be that one is gonna be 300 gold. It's poison resistance for an
Yes.
hour for one person.
Yes, it's bought.
How much for the fire breath?
300.
5 breaths, I think is also somewhere around 300. Yeah.
Potion of poison. Is this one?
I mean, I still have potions from him that I haven't utilized yet.
You mean lightning resistance?
Yeah.
It's in the bag of holding, by the way.
But I thought I'm holding it.
And, okay, I can change the carried by. It just doesn't make any sense. Trigger.
No,
So-
on mine.
The potion of fire breath, if you drink it, you can then use the bonus action to exhale fire at a target within 30 feet of you, which makes a dex saving throw or takes 46 fire damage, or half if they success.
It's
You
not
can do
bad.
this 3 times, or if an hour passes, it stops. It's a bonus
It's,
action, yes.
It's good if you have no use for your bonus.
Yeah.
I mean, if I can't shove people down.
Range is like 30 feet, right?
Yes.
It's not that long. Yeah.
The DC is not very high. The DC is just 13, but
Yeah, no, not worth it.
They take half damage if they succeed?
yes.
Not worth it.
Probably not worth it.
At your levels, but then again, at your levels, it's very cheap. So
Okay.
plus, well, I mean, if you want to burn something, and
Big
you don't
RS.
have fire magic. What
You
if
know-
you separate it from Arles and you need to burn something?
I got my trusty tinder box.
Look, you need to support local business.
Oh, I mean, this dude just earned so much money. I mean,
Well, he doesn't
he's-
get most of it. The Oppenheim gets. He gets a salary, I guess.
no, they're 50-50. One dude who sells it and one dude who creates it. I think they're 50-50. He makes a lot of money. He's a direct proof that money can't buy happiness.
Exactly. Yeah, you still won't see a smile.
Okay, I think that's that. That was quite a bit of money. That was like a little under 2,000.
That
A
was a lot
bit.
of potions.
Yes.
A bit.
Yeah, it's a bit. This will
Congratulations, you have bought enough potions, so
Did we get a coupon?
as an action you get a potion carrying back for them. Here you go.
Oh my god, we got it!
Won that free tote.
Oh,
You basically
God.
you like get a leather stiff leather bag where you can put like 10 potion vials.
That's
It's like
awesome.
sub portions.
It's actually
That's awesome. Yeah, that is.
you can play Witcher with it, you know.
It also
has
does
only
have
two.
it also does have like Alcahest engraved on the front.
See, there you have your sponsorship. Okay, let's go.
Amazing. Wait, who wants this?
You can have it.
Okay. I'm
That is what I heard when you said that. Is I want this. So let's
Dude, Trego now has a fanny pack for potions, of course.
That was a cute yay.
go.
Wow.
Okay, I think we're going into Amzusus, and me and Zardos wait outside
Right?
while I hand the bag over to Trego for this time.
Yeah. This is what happens when you burn bridges down.
Still waiting for when I'm gonna burn this house down, but not yet. Not yet.
Right?
You just picked up a fight. You didn't even. Whatever. Yeah, I go in with Milord.
Yeah, you go in. There hasn't been much change to the
Inventory.
furnishment of his establishment, but the inventory has changed. Last time you've been there, there's been pretty much nothing except for those fluffy. Well, there's been nothing until he opened the door. No. The fluffy things were after the shield. And when you saw the fluffy things, like the ones that are already dead, and everyone who had them is very, very sad. But like when he was selling them, there was nothing. Right now, it seems that he has partially restocked his shop. There are some of the things. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if he has any scrolls now, just in case.
To like shout from the door, like, "Do you have any scrolls?"
Basically, yeah.
Luckily for you, like Chaosic is much warm. It's like +10, +12, so it's a lot more comfortable here.
You got any scrolls in stock now?
He does have 2 spell scrolls, one of Dark Vision and one of Blindness, Deafness. Are you interested?
Yeah, sure.
Which one?
How much would those be? Blindness and deafness.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they both cost the same, which is just 200 gold. It seems there's a clearance. Yeah, what?
So 200 gold. Tell him to take that off of the bag. Yeah, what else does he have?
Alright. Aside from that, he has a really cool, like, tall staff carved from light-colored wood, the top of which is carved into a very, very lifelike depiction of an adder.
A what?
An adder. It's a type of snake. It's a type of poisonous snake.
Okay. Does that resemble a bit like Malor's staff?
A little bit, I guess. Honestly, nah, whatever.
What does it do?
Why? Yeah, just a moment. For some reason, it doesn't want to search. Right. What the heck?
Instead of Google, go to
D&D Beyond is good for this, for items.
Yeah, here it is. Now, for some reason, I'm not even looking there. Yeah, so basically, it's a staff. It does require attunement, and out of you, only Milora can use it. But you can use a bonus action to make the head of the staff animate and become a poisonous snake. And every time, and basically you can hit people with it, and the snake head has got attack. With poison. Yes.
I am all for that.
It does
No, I don't
require
wanna give-
attunement.
Yeah, no, I don't want to give up my staff.
Yeah. Aside from that, he has there's like a tripod with what's it called? Like a yellow gemstone. I don't remember how it's called in English. Topaz, I think. I think topaz is yellow, right?
Yeah, they're yellow, yeah.
Yeah, with like a rectangular topaz on a tripod, which is an elemental gem of earth. So that I believe allows you to summon an earth elemental, a one-time use.
We had that, but we sold it back to him.
Yeah.
You're pretty sure that's the same gem.
Yeah.
How much is he selling it for? Let's see how much we get scammed for. Let's see.
Do you remember how much you bought it off him for?
Yeah. Oh yes.
It was like
3,000
gold,
right? Yeah.
A little less, but yeah, it was thereabouts. 2,500 to 3,000.
Yeah, it's going for about 4,000.
We're not getting that.
It's like 3,999 gold. And 99
Something cool.
silver. he has some enchanted arrows, basically +1 arrows. He does have basically something what looks like a sock, but like made from not leather but like linen, with something heavy inside of it. And he has it, and he says that this is an enchanted weapon used by a certain thief that got caught and executed recently. But it's basically a +1 club. It's a blackjack. It's a +1 blackjack.
Oh god.
And the best thing about it is he like shows it, he like twirls it and hits a thing, and there's no sound.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a good prison weapon.
Yeah. All right. Then comes the thing that you most likely are gonna be really interested in, which is rolled up, pretty big carpet.
Selim's losing his mind right now. Is that Aladdin's carpet?
It is Aladdin's carpet. Yes. It is 5 by 7 foot
I
1.
can show
For
you
you
the
the
light.
world.
However,
The light, no. Last session I wrote a song.
No. I'm still for the other one.
however, Amzusus is requesting. Oh my god. He's requesting 30,000 gold for it.
Oof, yeah, we don't have that.
We just spent some of it. Did
about
we
to
ask another bank for more money?
Make him some pretty eyes. No?
How much do we have left?
This is a carpet that can
28.
carry 600 pounds and has a flying speed of 40 feet.
40?
Yes.
So
Six-
So
How much is
basically
600?
like 2 people.
how many people?
5 by 7 feet.
Yeah, maybe a little more, depending on the people. Depends on what they're carrying. Oh fuck. Well, we have more money in the bank. We have
I mean-
another 8. We have another 8k there.
How much is this? It's 30,000 for that.
It's so expensive. It'll basically
It will
bankrupt
it will
us.
dry out our funds.
yes, not all. We'll still have about 6k afterwards.
Well, look, carpets of flying kind of knowing enough that I'm not gonna give them out for free.
No, definitely.
Plus, if you drop this carpet into lava, enchanted or not, it's gonna burn up.
Yeah, we've seen Critical Role.
Well, in Critical Role, it burned up because it got disenchanted for a moment. But I mean, it's not gonna like. You might be able to like dunk it into the lava and take it out immediately, and it might survive. If you like dunk it into the lava, wait a couple seconds and get it out, well, you're gonna like pick up whatever's left of it.
I want this real fucking bad. I think we should just buy it anyway.
That could
First
be
of
very
all,
useful.
we don't have cash for it, but how
Well,
low
if
would
you do not have the money now,
Charge
you
it.
can pay for it in installments.
I'm not.
You can pay for it in, let's say, 3 installments of 50,000 gold over a period of 3 months.
No, I don't. Yeah, no.
Let's come back.
We don't have cash. Not enough.
We do. We just need to go to the bank really quickly. And we do.
Well, maybe you have cleared out the bank. Who knows?
Yeah,
Maybe
like,
they're, like
the
completely
bank
out
is
of money.
all clear.
No. We
Yeah, I
ordered
know, I
that
know.
money
True,
specifically
true.
on the side, so they
Yes,
still have some
yes.
funds. And we just need those. And that last time we were able to get like 5k. Something like that.
How low are you willing to go down on the price for, frequent buyers and, for very long time acquaintances.
Make a precision check.
I'm good at these. Apparently, I am good at these. I'm profession in this.
And you have a +3. Yeah, that's a +8.
I've never used this.
Well, when the other guy has a +15 and one has a +11.
Fine, I'm willing to give you a discount of 1%.
That's 30 gold, right?
I think that's 300.
That's 300. I mean, it's a lot of money, but let's clean out the bank. Let's do it.
I'm guessing no one else ordered it yet, right? Like, can you? You know what? I'm guessing no one's gonna come and grab it while we go to the bank and try and get some more money. So, we'll be right back.
As you're walking outside the pharmacist's place, you see like a guy that's like covered in golden rings and chains, and he's like, "Oh man, I feel like buying a carpet of flying!" And he like
monkey
drops,
and
and he like drops a bag. That looks like a bag of holding, and just like spills, and there's like a small wave of platinum coins. He's like, "Oh man, I dropped my bag of 100 solid gold. What are we gonna do with it?"
God damn it, Mr. Moneybags!
This seems like the most obvious scam known to mankind.
It's fine. I just picked up Scroll of Death, Blindness, and Deafness. He doesn't have to see anything.
Alright, yeah, you go to the bank.
How much can we squeeze out of the bank?
Up to 5,000 gold.
Okay, we're taking another 5,000. That's okay.
Do you have anything left on your account?
And after this 5,000, we have 2,885 gold left in our account.
Okay.
This is drinking us dry.
I
think it's
this
worth
is
it.
gonna be it all. Okay, so 33.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I'm taking it off, right?
33?
We have 33k right now, so we'll have.
And I got him
3K.
down to 20.
Oh, yeah.
I got him down to
29,700.
Oh, God, okay. I'm detracting. 30K.
Yeah,
30k is gone, and now I'm giving
it
us
hurts,
another
but yeah, I'm gonna
300.
give him it. We get.
Oh,
Please write down somewhere that it's 5 by 7 foot sized one.
7.
oh, I am. I'm creating a new section for the most important magic
I'm
items
gonna
we
say it can carry like 3 people at most. Just it's like square space.
I'm gonna like roll it open on the floor and like hop on it and like, how do you use it?
You need to say the command word, and then you tell it where to go.
What's the command word?
The command word for this carpet is... feel like the money gets moved.
Yeah.
Nidala.
Nidala?
Yes.
Like that?
Yes.
Is it something in
It is
Arabic?
very imaginative. I know.
I'm feeling like a joke, but it goes over here. Okay.
Yes, it does!
Turn around Aladdin.
Got it. Okay. Do you trust me?
Oh, that's
Yes.
the worst part.
Dolores sits down on the carpet with. Let's try this.
Yeah, we fly out of the shop to flaunt this to Arliss.
It's made of fabric and it's magic. That's basically all Arles needs for
The
best kind of stuff.
World.
Oh, what a nice. And we're broke.
Yeah, but because obviously this is stupid fantasy, the carpet cannot fly higher than 5 feet. No,
Yeah.
I'm joking.
It only floats. It's like Tanner's floating kit.
If you want me to burn down,
Like, did you see it like? Did you see his face go like? Alright, moving on. I should stop teasing you.
Wait, what are the arrangements of this carpet? Like, how do we carry it around?
in here.
And can you put everything in there?
I needed to recalculate the weight and the volume of everything you have in a bag of holding.
We don't have that much in there, but sure.
You'll do that
Isn't
later.
it calculate differently? But well,
Okay,
Anyway.
let's see. If we do we have
in
even
volume.
Okay, look, we have one big thing in here so far. Really,
The
that's
tent.
the flail of giant knoll that was cursed.
You'll do that later, okay?
Yes, yes.
So, Leos is staying in Nebo. You are staying tonight in Crimson, can you imagine?
Oh no, we can go back, right?
Yeah, we can move back.
Alright, do you go back?
Yeah.
Yeah, in case he arrives tonight.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're basically gonna be back in Tor at sunset because you need to walk back from that stupid tree.
We have a carpet.
Yeah, we have a carpet.
You have a carpet! You don't have an you cannot fly all 4 of you on a carpet.
Bye, Arliss!
That is not how this is going to work, my friend.
Are you sure?
Yes, because it's in the bag of holding, which is on Arliss.
But you do
Why
not
does
know
he-
the command word.
Why does only
course.
right?
I do. Don't worry.
Do you?
How does
Does Traeger
it's,
tell you the command words?
yeah? Trago tells it.
But
how does- Why does the only person, no, not the only person, but one of the only ones who actually can cast fly holds the goddamn carpet that can fly?
There's a country.
Give me back the bag of holding.
You really
Oh, no,
should ask Kamzusis to get you another bag of holding.
Definitely. Definitely. Next time I'll be there.
Alright. So, any plans you have for the remainder of this day?
Yes. Before we go to sleep, Trigo's gonna cry himself to sleep for spending so much.
Yeah, like you could build a small village in Fivalt for this money.
Yeah. Arliss is gonna be, cleaning and stroking the carpet. It's okay.
Are you gonna
He's
be using
vacuuming
him as a hugging pillow now?
Probably, yeah. So it's close by when
I
you wanna-
think when you go back to Crescent, you can go back to the castle.
I'm gonna
Princess Anna is gonna be really disappointed about who Arliss chose over her.
We're calling the carpet Nicholas.
Why?
Nicholas?
Nicholas Cage, yeah.
Why?
No,
Make
we're
sure you
not
keep
doing
it
that.
away from Ralph.
Cause I want to imagine Arliss hugging a body pillow with Nicholas Cage on it.
Alright, yeah, sure, that's canon.
No, it's not.
The carpet of flying has a strange pattern on it that resembles a smiling Nicolas Cage face.
Okay. I'm still gonna sleep on it, I'm just turning it upside.
It's not like carpet size, it's like in one corner, so when you roll it up, it's like where a
Okay.
head would be.
Okay. That's excellent. Okay.
Yeah. What do you plan to do in Tor?
We take a room in the first place
Yeah,
we've
okay.
been to.
There's gonna be like 5 silver per room.
You always want to spend so much money on unnecessary things, Trigo.
I'm using sun rays god.
Okay, we're good.
Alright. Okay, for the purpose of this, you have a good night's sleep. Tomorrow is the 30th of December. You wake up at sunrise, somewhere at like, let's say 8 in the morning. Leos comes back, I imagine. And you are all reunited with all of your resources except for one 7th level spell slot for Leos.
And
Yes, you do have the scale armor.
Look what we got! And I show him the carpet.
It's the
Yeah,
best
I grab
thing
it out of Arliss's hands and I
we
show him the
have
carpet.
ever bought. It's the best thing we have ever bought.
Look, you could put it in your home and it really tides up the room together.
It really ties up the room, yes. Also, I'm sleeping on this now. This is the best. It
do you know what we should do? We should disguise ourselves as Ceruleus, sit naked on the carpet and fly over Nebo and shit on people. That will get
Oh
him.
my god.
yes. Let's go to Nebo right now.
No, you might filthy the carpet.
Yes, you need to be really careful with it. I'm not cleaning it that.
Like maybe hang from it and do it. You know.
I like it.
I see you got the new armor.
Yes, I did.
What does it do?
I don't know. I actually didn't ask because Lady Kazar wasn't there.
Wait, this is the scale mill, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who are you giving it away to?
We only.
I think Zardos was in most need of new armor.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, can't you fit in scale armor?
I mean, the only people who can wear it are Melora, Zardos, and Traga anyway. And I don't think Traga is gonna be wearing it.
And I don't think Melora needs armor that gives resistance to poison damage or something. When
Right.
you're
No,
already
I'm
immune
immune.
to it.
I mean, you can never be safe. You better be safe than sorry, you know?
Does poison immunity stack and then she gets health from being poisoned?
This is not Divinity 2, no.
Oh,
fuck!
okay, no.
Good I love that idea. Stand in the dragon breath. Heal.
I mean, why would you want Milord to be healed from Dragon Breath? Because she never gets hurt anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but if the dragon
That's
hits
a good
her,
thing.
breathes on her.
right.
Look,
No, she just gets banished.
Also, Leos, this carpet. Do you know what it cost? You wanna guess?
I got him down. I got a discount.
Yeah, I would probably say 1,000 gold.
Close. Very close.
Is that what it's worth to you?
This thing here is worth millions of gold. And he sold it for only 30,000. That was really a deal of a lifetime.
29,700.
1,700, yes. Also, we don't have that much money anymore. Like 5,000, 6,000 in total, maybe. A little more.
So by our standards, we're broke.
Yes.
We're broke. Definitely broke.
But we are richer for having this.
Who said money can't buy happiness?
It definitely can. Look at it.
Well, as long as money can buy flying carpets, it can buy happiness.
Yep.
I'm sure we'll come across work some along the way. We
Yeah,
can
we'll
earn
just-
our funds back.
Oh boy. That's
Yeah,
not
we'll see. It's okay. It's gonna be alright. Not like we use the money on a lot of things. Also, we bought a lot of potions that might be of some use. You wanna stock up on some healing potions?
let
We
me-
bought 14.
Wait, what?
14.
Yeah, you can never have too many healing potions.
you know, I'm gonna be really like one day you're gonna remember you have them and actually use them in combat. I'm like, hey guys, how many potions do you have left? 25.
I'm chugging each round to the bonus action.
Like, you're like playing Skyrim. You're like you gather the healing potions and you never use them.
No, and then you pause one turn, and then you drink all of them at once.
You
It's gonna be a glorious thing.
you know what? I'm good. I still have one.
Yeah, don't
You should
want
have more
another
than
two?
one. You should have at least 3.
3? Okay, 3. Good, 3.
Oh, and look at this, and I show him
I'll
my
take
fanny
2.
pack.
I'll take 2.
Okay.
2 as well.
Was that a fashion choice?
No, we got it for free for buying so many potions.
That's how it works. Yes, we got it for free for buying so many potions.
Let Trego think it's for free.
I think that with this, like, I have a feeling that in their family, Treg is gonna be the housewife.
Definitely.
House husband, I guess. Like, with how he cares about money, and we're not spending this much on clothes.
A soccer dad.
Okay. So Leos has 3. Zardos has 3. Melora has 2. That's 8. How many do you want, Tal?
I already have on me. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
2
had one, so
potions of
just take 2.
healing, 1 greater potion of healing, and 1 potion of lightning resist. And they're all stacked nicely in this.
Okay. And this excellent fanny pack, yes.
Yeah.
By the way, I speak dragon language,
What?
Eh?
or at least I understand it.
How did
That's cool.
is there a story like behind this?
No.
Like, how do you know that you know Draconic? Like, no one's.
Because Lady Kazar said something in Draconic, and I understood it.
And where did you learn that?
Here's the cool thing. I don't know.
This
I-
here?
Hmm?
This here?
Oh yes.
Probably.
Probably, yeah. I see.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So suddenly you hear a loud voice coming from the nearest mountain.
And it's just Fusroda.
No, they
No,
call
it's
for the
it's
dragon.
whatever
give me that one.
We're calling for the dragon.
whatever. Yeah, the greybeards are calling for Dragonborn.
Yeah, I talked to some
Yeah.
old white people.
Yeah, like you can go there, but believe me, there's gonna be a nice troll there, and he's gonna know the spell magic.
There is a dispel Yeti at top.
I hate that nice troll.
Yes.
It wasn't fun.
Lady Kazar confirmed that Kairos probably used a spell that's called Plane Shift to escape us. She has a device that pays attention to extraplanar activities.
That's good.
And I think it was the 25th of December. I think that was the day we fought him when he used that. So he's definitely able to teleport to different dimensions, and indeed he did teleport to the Shadowfell. So we definitely have that confirmed.
Does it detect all portals? Like, can't she say what happens with the blind forest or in the?
No, I actually didn't go into much detail because we talked about other stuff. She went to the Cinder Wastes and she retrieved the Dragon Ward.
Make an intelligence check. Because you're sick.
Yeah.
What is it?
That's why she wasn't home.
No, she's been there. She retrieved the knowledge of that word.
What does the word mean? What does it do?
Oh, Cinder Waste.
Well, can you imagine the fireball that Arliss does sometimes?
Yeah.
Yeah, multiply that by 100 probably. She described it as, I think, if I remember correctly, earth-shattering.
100 times a fireball?
Yeah, I don't know, something like that.
That's like
probably.
900 dead kids.
Artist, we just...
Artist just leaves.
Did I give you
That's just
inspiration dice?
Well, Artist just walks away. Fuck this shit.
Yes!
No. I usually.
Oh wait, no, I have inspiration already from the song last time. I
Right.
can use it.
Well, just for the purpose of this, I'm gonna give you another inspiration die, a 1d9 inspiration dice.
Nice. So I upgrade my current one?
No,
to
it's a separate
Aldana?
one. Well,
A separate one.
it's a separate one.
Awesome.
Actually, no, it's gonna be just a 1d9. Take one.
Well, if I remember correctly, she went there and she learned the word, or the knowledge of it, and she's going to head somewhere else and retrieve another word. But for the last one, she will definitely need our help.
Okay.
Yeah. So we should keep an eye open on things that will lead us to the air elemental plane. There's something on top of Skyridge Mountain that's supposed to lead there. Or we should get to the water plane. She also told me that the Blackhawk family is currently facing hard times. And for a noble family, that means that they might be tempted to take bad deals with shady figures.
Oh no.
We should watch out for the grandfather of that family, the grandfather of her niece specifically, she said. Whoever that is, someone from the Blackhawk family. He seems to be revered by her niece.
I'm guessing it's on the father's side and not the sister and not the mother's side of the Amavane.
Don't ask me, I don't know. And we should be very cautious there. We should maybe swing around our name and the impact that we have, and we might attract the attention of the Blackhawk family.
But wouldn't it? No. I think if we swing the name around or our reputation around, then right in front of them, yes, that's perfectly fine.
Well,
But
no one
not
will
in-
probably have heard of us, but rather if we explain what kind of influence we have in the kingdom, we might open some doors with that.
Yes, I think with them per se, good. Maybe because if maybe they've already made deals with Okko, and the second whoever works for Okko up there catches wind of us, it's gonna be a lot
The
more
run.
difficult. Or they're gonna be running. So, not sure if we wanna.
She also said that Frisk probably has like a head warrior or a chief, someone like that. It's most likely that someone of power is influenced by Cyrilus and Oko. So, one of those two could be in cahoots with the one-eyed god. Yeah. So if we arrive there, we could look into the Blackhawk family and see. Or we should keep an ear open for anything that speaks highly of the recovery of the Blackhawk family, because that could mean that they have used other resources to come back to the status that they once inhibited. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And I really need to leave, Professor.
Yeah.
So as you continue talking, most likely having breakfast, so like pay a gold for it or something. The door swings open and cold wind and snow comes in. And standing in the door is an abominable creature with long white hair, 2 long arms, long, like half a foot long claws on each 5 fingered arm. It steps inside the claws, kind of like dragging across the floor, and slams the door behind it. The creature looks around and lifts one clawed arm towards the face and lifts it. And you see a dwarf. A dwarf whose face is just covered in scars. And on top of his head is an orange, stiff like a brush, mohawk. And that's where we're gonna end the session for this week.